Ooh, hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan autograph numbered to 10. Damn! Holy shit. Hockey mushrooms legends. Junk wax! Nasty. Woo! Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn! Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother.
Check, check.
That is third on print to 10. See if we can't find you a true one of one. I think you're going to be a very, very happy camper here, my brother.
Oh my God!
Paul Skeens, one of one, rookie. Congratulations there, my brother. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brian Street. There you go, gaming grandfather. Congratulations, buddy. I got to admit, I am peanut butter and jealous. That is incredible. Anytime you have something that says one of one on it, and Paul Skeens is on it too, that's a good one. Congratulations again there, Ray. I'm honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. All right. And remember, folks, this is where we found that one of one Drake May last night. Let's see what we can't find for you. Good luck. Oh, wow. How about a dual autograph relic numbered to 50? Gary Sheffield and Doc Gooden. Really? A couple of legends of the game right there in the autograph relic numbered to 50. The hits just keep coming in these boxes. Wow. Amazing. Congratulations, my man. That is magnificent. 46 out of 50 on the dock and the Mr. Sheffield. You're adorable. Shout out to the nanny, Ms. Fran Drescher. A couple of nice autographs, too. Beautiful. Our very first numbered card, and my dear friends, we have some Morning Wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Koba. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Whew. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Spencer Jones on the Optic Preview. Peanut butter and jealous. General Cody Custer. My fellow Austinite. How about my twin brother? The Bird Murderer. Mr. Randy Johnson. Autograph. And that is penultimate on print, 48 out of 49.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Yes way. Yes way. That's amazing. Uploading that one up. I know in Mikey Green. Mr. Devin Clark, welcome back, you legend. Top of the morning to you. Mr. Nesius, good morning, Rob. Would you just look at it? 48 out of 49 on the Bird Murderer. Congratulations, Cody Custer. Beautiful.
Oh my
the GOAT before Tom Brady, Mr. Joe Montana. And that is second on print to 9. Congratulations, Rob Richardson. And that is a really good-looking autograph, too. If that was for my PC, I might be grading that one, buddy. That is sweet. Did I speak it into existence or what? Hell yeah!
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Congratulations, Derek Williams. Howdy ho there, Malik neighbors. On the kaboom. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junk wax. Nasty. I know, Brian Smith. I'm with you, brother. The first thing that went through my mind. Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations to Bethany on the gold CJ Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered, too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So, family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the CJ Stroud rookie autograph number to 50. If you had a pew-pew to your head, which one would you choose? Jesus Made. Holy crapola!
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Bro. That is one of the hottest prospects of 2025, my good man. Damn. Congratulations, Jim. That's a nice one, brother. Not numbered, but beautiful. Mr. Ryan Bruns, you lucky ducky. I am so peanut butter and jealous right now, my man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. My dear friends, my family. Oh my Lanta. Gerangelo Synth J. My PC numbered to 99 on the relic autograph. Congratulations, Ryan Bruns. You win, brother. Damn. Oh, would you just look at it? Oh, that is sick. Mr. Ryan Bruns, you should hang on to that forever. And if you don't, I'll let you send it to me. Oh, we only have 2 in here. Holy crapola. Number to 5 on the Golden Graphs, Max Muncy for the Trolley Dodgers and Dave Piccirilli. This one goes to you, my man. And then you go and totally redeem yourself. Would you just look at it? 2 out of 5 on the Golden Autograph. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. No error on this one, my man. This one is yours. There you go, David. It is, again, my friend, I sincerely appreciate you being a good sport. Thank you. I love it, Mikey the Mad Hatter. My brother from another mother. Thank you for being here with us this morning, Mikey. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. Second on print to 5 on the Golden Autograph. Segue? That's a nice segue to your first autograph. How about Mike Fisher with the inscription? That's pretty cool. Shout out to the Hammer, Mr. Jeff Hansen, and Rob Richardson, our resident Predators fanatics. Your second autograph here, good sir. And that one is not numbered. Brand new 55-point top loader for you there, brother. The Queen Goblin. That's weird. They got Mrs. Junk Wax on a card.
Man, these things suck. I can barely see my Bo Jackson Pro Vision.
We should have bought our top loaders from Junk Wax Vintage.
Yeah, we suck. Let's go climb a tree.
It's Wonderful Wednesday, the legends roll in. We're chasing those hits, let the morning begin. Mrs. Junk Wax is packing with skill and speed. Sawyer's in the mix, helping fill every need. On junkwaxvintage.com you'll find the best fresh sealed wax, brake spots, and the rest. And if you're looking to grow your hobby know-how, the JWB blog has all the tips right now. From battle arena breaks to baseball and more, we've got the hits you've been waiting for. So pour that coffee, the vibe's feeling bright. It's Wonderful Wednesday, let's start the day right.
Top of the morning to you, you legends. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hi. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is wonderful to see you as always. Happy TikTok morning. Happy Twitch morning. Good morning, you legends. Good morning, Nurse T. Excuse me. Agreed, Tony. You are correct. Invader Zim, good morning. Meanie Brad Greeny, good morning. I love you loving this group, my brother. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much, Brad Greeny. My brother from down under. Good morning, Ollie. How are you this morning, my man? Excellent to see you as well. J-Rod, my second favorite J-Rod. Good to see you, buddy. First favorite Jared. I appreciate the head-banging emotes. Makes my morning. Mr. Rick Olson, long time no see. How are you this morning, my friend? And J.R. Hawkins, another OG of the family that's been with the family since I was ripping packs back in the closet for 4 people. Good to see you this morning there, J.R. How we doing, buddy? User 666-363-807-10688. Good morning. Hi. All right, legends. So if I may ask this morning, everybody, how am I sounding? How's everything sound over here on the Twitch? How's everything sound over here on the TikTok? Just want to make sure we're squared away. And good morning to Morgie. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legendary resub this morning. Morgan Daly, speaking of OGs of the family, has been here for 25 months. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, my brother. And I cannot thank you enough for hitting that resub button. Love you, Morgie. Oh, making my morning this morning, my man. That is amazing. 25 months. It does not seem like 25 months, gosh dang it, Morgie. When you're hanging out with your best friends, time flies. Okay, we do have an echo. Echo. Over here on the TikTok. So let me see if I can get that fixed. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I wonder why it is being echoey. Mr. Holm, you do not hear an echo. Beautiful. I love that. Thank you. So, unfortunately, I don't know what's producing an echo, but we're going to go with it. Could just be my speakers over here. But I appreciate y'all bearing with me this morning. Thank you. Hit them good. Hit them good. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you. All right, folks. Now, the test. Let's try to play some music. Let's see if we're still good after that. Gosh, I hope so. And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, there is no queue this morning. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag something down for yourself, it is a beautiful time to do so. Well, good morning, Bree Imus. How is my favorite Bree and Lolo this morning? Great to see you. It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. Excuse me. I sound like Darth Vader. Does that sound better? Check. Thank you, Brian Smith. I appreciate that. Morgie says, finding this family 25 months ago has been one of the greatest moments in my life, never going anywhere. Aw, brother. You were hitting me in the feels over here, Morgie. Thank you, legend. That is very kind of you to say. Mr. Jester, I love you being here, my man. Thank you for the kind words. Hope you're having a wonderful morning there, my friend. All right. Does everything sound decent now over here on the Twitch? And Bree Imus officially leveling up today, level 29. That is amazing. Happy birthday, Bree B. Shout out to you and Lolo. Excellent. Thank you, Brian. Brian.
Yes, Lewis. You love Lewis. Yes.
All right. Mr. Peaks, my brother from down under. Mr. King over here lighting us up with pumpkins. Cannot thank you enough, Maddie. Making my morning to my dude. Mr. Holm, good morning. Jesse. Victor Lopez. R. Jester. Mr. Brian Savaglio. Mr. Kevin Ketchup. My fellow Texan, possibly. Gurky. What's up, Gurky? Good to see you back, my dude. DJP, what's up, Dennis? All right. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if it is your very first time tuning in to this ugly mug, it is wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find me here almost every single morning and evening, starting and ending your days the right way with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs, typically at my expense. So, thank you, Danny Rendon. That is very kind of you to say, my dude. So if you are new here, folks, you are absolutely invited to come over here and join us on the Twitch or the YouTube or the Kick or the Facebook, because indeed, my friends, we are live on 5 separate platforms right this second. If you want to make the switch, we'd love to have you. The water's fine. And the whole family is over here on Twitch awaiting. But if you're on TikTok and that works better for you, that is 1,000% okay. Elite Sports Cards, welcome back, buddy. Is it Matt? I want to say Matt. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Matt or Mike? I know it's one of them. Good to see you again, my friend. It's been a moment. Good morning, Victor Lopez. Good morning to Large Mayonnaise. Thank you for smacking that follow button. Shout out to Patty Mayonnaise. Mike, there we go. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, brother. Good morning. How are you, Mike? Big hugs and firm handshakes, my dear friends. All right, let's try to crank on some music here. See if our sound stays one of one. That would be amazing. Do we have music on Twitch? Do we have music on the TikTok? Good morning, our other brother from down under, Ollie, hanging out down by the Billabong. Danny Rendon. Thank you, Bobby Viles. Hell yeah. Beautiful. How are the levels? Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate that. Good. We do have music on both platforms, I believe. That is a beautiful thing. Excuse me. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Brad Greeny. Thank you, Jeff Hansen, the Hammer. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you, Bobby Viles. All right, boys and girls, so we good. So you know what we must do to start this show the right way. We already busted into that first item of the morning. I took the liberty of busting into that nectar of life, that spicy water. Let's find out, Bobby Ball Game. My dear friends, my family, you already know this entire wonderful Wednesday is going to deserve...
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
There you go. How does that sound, legends? Thank you so much, Victor Lopez. I appreciate you, buddy. Tony Carboni, good morning to our marvelous Michigander. Great to see you this morning, my brother. Thank you, Bobby Viles. Thank you, Brad Greeny. And I love the warm welcome, my man. Hell yeah. All right, I think we're sounding good over here on the TikTok. Oh, you know it. Thank you so much, Mr. Peaks. Beautiful. All right, boys and girls, I think we're squared away in the sound department on both platforms. Excuse me for just a moment while I gush, because you know I've been working on that for a really long time. So as I've said before, folks, if we were just going live to one platform, we would not have any issues. It's super easy. But the issue is we go live to 5 of them. So each platform actually has different sound settings, different levels. They don't play nice with each other. So that is the challenge, is getting all 5 platforms to work together, gosh dang it. So I think we've got it, by Jove, and I appreciate y'all bearing with me on that one. Thank you so damn much. Morgie, you and I both, buddy. You and I both. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some brand new breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. If we fill any of those breaks this morning, we will bust them this morning. We have 8 teams remaining in that half case break. 60 autographs. I am indescribably excited to bust into that one, my dear friends. I'm calling it right now. We're going to find something juicy. And remember, folks, that break is actually the first half of a sealed case break. Okay? So A lot of you may have remembered when I said last week, hey, I really want to try to do a full case break of Panini prospects. Well, I thought about that a little more. That's a lot of boxes. That is 20 boxes, folks. That would take like all freaking day, right? So we broke it down into 2. So we are doing a sealed case break, but we're doing it in 2 breaks, okay? So you have break number 1, that is 10 boxes, 60 autographs, 60, and we're running it back twice. So there's 8 teams remaining, and if we fill that bad boy this morning, I would love to bust that bad boy this morning. And speaking of bad boys this morning, good morning, Johnny Solo. Smacking me with some beautiful roses and pumpkins over here on TikTok. Thank you, legend. Tony Carboni, I hope you're having the best morning possible, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. Thank you, Victor Lopez. That is correct. Game 3 today, Victor Lopez. You know I'm rocking my Mariners gear. I will be rocking a jersey tonight as well. Absolutely right, Brad Green. Thank you for the positivity. Ollie says, could you do a 7-hour stream, please? You're so funny. I have, actually. That's about our record. I have done a 7-hour stream. That is the longest stream I have ever done, at least here. Back when I was streaming video games, I did a 24-hour stream, but that was many, 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 many years ago. Danny Rendon, domo arigato, Signor Roboto. I appreciate the robot bits. Thank you, Danny. All right, boys and girls, we busted into that nectar of life. I think we need to bust into our very first pack of the morning. Some of that juicy junk wax. Let's go switch it up a little bit. Let's go with some hockey, shall we? How about 1990, 1991 Pro Set hockey? See if we can't find the GOAT. I appreciate you saying that, Ollie. Thank you, buddy. Glad you're here this morning, my brother. Shout out to my favorite bloke. All right, mate. We have a Mario Marois. I think that's how that's pronounced. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. How about old Bobby Basson? Back-to-back blues with old Bobby Basson. Some alliteration. Some Reese Lightning. Jeff Reese. Denise Savard for the Canadiens. Brian Propp. Awesome. RJ Bone, good morning, my man. Steph Beauregard for the Winnipeg Jets. Frantisek Kuchera for up there in the Chicago area. Brent Gilchrist, another Canadian. Marois, thank you so much, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Marois. How about Paul Stanton for the Penguins? Shout out to Trevor Taylor. Good morning, Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist. He says, good morning, fam. May your prescription bottles runneth over and your copays be cheap. My man, I love it so much. Thank you, Rob Richardson. Good to see you this morning, my man. How about Mr. Chisowski, the Dave variety? Jay No Limit, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, my friend. How about old Johnny McIntyre? Pete Peters. Ooh, some more alliteration. Shout out to Pete and Pete. Mick Vakota. My Vakota. Shout out to the Knack. How about Roger Nielsen, National Hockey League coach? Alex Del Vecchio, Hall of Famer for the Detroit Red Wings. And then you got a promo finishing that one off. There you go. I see you, Bree Imus. I like it. Well, that is a magnificent first pack of the morning, if I do say so myself. As always, legends, if it is your very first time tuning in this morning, you are more than well. Oh, bless you, babe. Wait for it. Bless you again. Wait for it. Just 2? Are you sure? Okay. Anyway, before I was so pleasantly interrupted, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, you are more than welcome to do so. There is some juicy breaks up there, folks, and I would love to bust into them this morning. Okie dokie. Speaking of that shop, let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this happy hump morning. A wonderful Wednesday. Excuse me. Baking powder. If it will load. There we go. All right. Shout out to my very nice Virginian, Mr. Bobby Viles, taking some spots in our 16th round of 2025 Top Series 2. Thank you, Mr. Peaks, for taking down the Diamondbacks in our Panini Prospect Edition. Much appreciated, my good man. Excuse me. I think... yeah, we are current up there in the shop, folks. All we have is some beautiful break spots being taken down, and of course, I'm immensely grateful. Thank you. But that means we just get to rip through some more juicy junk wax. Outstanding. until we get our very first order up there at junkwaxvintage.com. We'll just keep on a rolling. And you are more than welcome to go check that shop out if you would like. Typically, there is a big old queue. Right now, there is no queue. So if you want to snag something, please feel free to do so. Mr. Ryan Fife, good morning, legend. He says, Roger Nielsen is a local legend in your area. Really? That's so cool. I love the warm welcome. Thank you, Brad Greeny. There you go, Brian Smith. Chuck some wanders. You know it, buddy. Always happy to do so. I actually cleaned some up just the other day because there was a giant pile of them back here in the room. All right, let's go into some 1988 Topps baseball. Let's see if we can't find some Donnie baseball. Maybe a Ricky Henderson for old Dutchie. And you know what, folks? We might get into my PC as well, because there's a lot of people that have asked to see my PC. Mr. Bull Island Breaks, welcome back, my man. Good to see you. He says, you have the most epic intro ever. I only saw it once and can't get it out of my head. Oh, brother, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning, and I appreciate you so damn much. It is always good to see you there, Bull Island. I tuned into one of your streams the other day too, buddy. Keep up the good work. Nicely done. Good job. You are very good at what you do, brother. Keep it up. Great to see you this morning. And thank you for those kind words. I appreciate that more than you will ever know, my friend. All right, we start off with old Tim Burke for those now defunct Expos. Good morning, Chef James Reinhart. Your ears must have been burning last night, James Reinhart. We found a Sam Reinhart autograph, and I was heavily giving you shout-outs, my man. How about old Gus Polidant for the Angels? Mike Lacoste for the Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson, family pharmacist. Henry Cotto, Arturo's cousin. Shout out to another OG of the Familia, also known as Mr. Ghost Cards. Mike Felder for the Brew Crew. Shout out to Bree B and Lolo. Tim Hewlett for the White Sox. Beautifully centered. Ouch, kabibbles. Tigers legend, Mr. Alan Trammell. Promo. Shout out to my buddy Jeff Rotel. That is his PC, Mr. Jack Clark, who wears his mustaches above his eyeballs. Guy had a set of eyebrows on him. Mr. Steal Yo Girl, Zane Smith for Atlanta. Don't leave your girl around him. How about Harold Baines and the Commander? A couple of White Sox leaders. Shout out to my buddy Junk Wax Sal, his PC. Charlie Liebrandt for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. Robbie Wine, would you like some cheese with that wine? I'll see myself out. Candy Maldonado for the Gigantes. Bruce Sutter, another Atlanta Brave. Eric Nolte, Nick's nephew, thrice removed. And old Chili Davis for the Gigantes. Last but not least, shout out to the family pharmacist. Beautiful. Excuse me. I love you guys so damn much. I see the trade. That's beautiful. Thank you, Mikeys. Outstanding. Chef James Reinhart. Yes, I did, my man. I did. So I got it with a whole bunch of other packages. I got to be honest with you, brother. And I ended up cutting it open because I didn't even look at the front of it. And then I opened it and I was like, oh, haha, that's what this is. So thank you so much, James Reinhart. I appreciate you, buddy. Mikey says that Playboy card is nightmare fuel. You are correct. I could not agree more. Good morning, all my TikTokers. Snake Doctor, thank you for sharing out my live. I truly appreciate it. Johnny Solo, you rock my face off twice. And then once again in the morning. Thank you so much, my good man. Aw, James Reinhart, I appreciate you more than you will ever know, my brother. Thank you so damn much. Making my morning, buddy. Actually made my day yesterday. What's up, brother? Good to see you there, Jack. Welcome back. Where's the Bruce Sutter snake card? That's a good question, my brother. Haven't seen that one in a while. Garage Goose, welcome back to the Canadian cousin. How you doing there, eh? Heading up north for some French fries and gravy, sir. Almost made it. Good morning, Mr. Esposito. Excellent to see our awesome Arizona this morning. Bree Imus says, anyone else getting an error message when they try to check out? Uh-oh. That's not wonderful. Beetleroo, welcome back, buddy. Aw, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that, my man. How are you? Happy hump morning. D Snitty, what's up, David? You sexy beast. Good to see you this morning, my man. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. Thank you so much, Mikey1. Leo, good morning, my man. Slowly but surely, we are getting the whole family up in here. Jeffro, correctamundo. Ollie, I love you right back. Excuse me. All right, legends. Allow me just a moment here. Excuse me. So it looks like Bobby Viles was the last person that made a purchase from junkwaxvintage.com, and that was 9:08. That was about an hour ago. So Mrs. Junkwax and Mikey are working on that behind the scenes to see if there's any issues. There you go, Jeffro. Good morning, Marky Mark and the Wheels Bunch. He says, are you excited for the Mariners game this evening? I will definitely be watching for sure. Oh, of course I am, my dude. Game 3? Yeah. Absolutely. I will be watching that tonight. We will be watching that together. Probably. I'll be wearing my Mariners gear tonight. So thank you for asking, Mark. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, buddy. Victor Lopez, what is up? The Seattle Mariners. That is what is up. Haha, you're right, Victor Lopez. Thank you, my man. Shout out to my Seattle Mariners. And shout out to Mr. Peaks, Johnny Solo. Thank you for the beautiful TikTok gifts this morning, gentlemen. I appreciate you. And also, thank you for bearing with us this morning because it looks like our website might be kind of giving us some issues. Mrs. Junkwax, you rock my face off. I love you. It will get better. It will be fixed. Oh, yes, it will be mine. All right, my dear friends. So we actually had a request the other day, and I was not able to honor that request because we had such a family rip queue. We had a few breaks that we had to get into. So in this few minutes that we have some free time, I am going to honor that request. I'm going to show off my PC. So there was somebody that wanted to see my Julio PC, and there was somebody that wanted to see my Ken Griffey Jr. PC. So I'm going to leave it up to you. Do we want to do Ken Griffey Jr. or Julio? Can I get a J-Rod or a Griffey Jr. in the chat? And whatever I see more of, that is what we will see. Beetle says Ken. I like it. There you go, Jeffro. Beautiful. Mr. Dayton, the kid. I see it. The kid. Ooh, lots of Ken Griffey Jr. Outstanding. All right. I think it's Ken Griffey Jr. Bobby Viles, you're the lone Julio, but I appreciate it so much, brother. Oh, thank you, Jeffro. You are correct. You have seen it a couple of times, my man, because you have been here for years. I love it, Greg Esposito. If it ain't iffy, it's Griffey. If it ain't iffy, if it's Griffey. I like it. Griffey. I like it, Wheels. I think that is what you meant to type in there. Beautiful. All right, folks. Victor Lopez, I see a Julio. We have 2 Julios and like 30 Griffies. But Victor and Bobby Viles, I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you. Let's go ahead and show off some Ken Griffey Jr., shall we? I'll be right back, my dear friends.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we have here? Let's see. That's right, Beetle going into the vault. That is correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Ken Griffey Jr. Let's adjust my camera just a scotch. There we go. I agree. Thank you so much. Hometown Hobby Ryan says, Dalen, do you think the Mariners will give guys like Griffey, Edgar, Ichiro rings if they win the World Series? Edgar will get one for sure because he's actually part of the team. He is a coach. Dan Wilson will definitely get one as well because he is a coach. Ichiro could possibly get one because he's been on their practice squad. He's been helping out. I would not be the least bit surprised if they gave Griffey one, but I also would not be the least bit surprised if he does not get one. Yeah. Good question. Tough one. There you go, Macho Danny Savage. And Wesley Frost says, do you have the card with Griffey Jr. and his mom and dad? Don't think so right off the top of my head. But I do have a lot of Griffies. Good question. Good question. All right, so we're doing this in chronological order, folks. We have a whole bunch of Griffey Juniors. And if you notice, there's a hole right here because that is where that came from. And shout out to our buddy Brian Perip. And I got some of his mint card cases here. I love these things. Esposito says, how long have you been putting this PC together? So I started collecting Ken Griffey Jr. again back in about 2016-ish. Somewhere in there. Good question. Oh, that is so cool, Bobby Viles. Peanut butter and jealous, my man. I've never been in the same building as Mr. Griffey Jr. Not yet. All right, so there's all your rookies. We have a promo up there. There's your 1989 Fleer, 1990 Rookie Cup, 1989 Donruss. We got some 7-Eleven Superstar, 1990 Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck, 90 Collector's Choice. You got some 1990 Post Cereal in there also. Moving on. 1989 Bowman, couple of them. There's your score traded 1989 rookie. Shout out to our buddy Game 7 Prince. That is a card that he made. We have a little promo up there, the USA versus Japan, the Lumber Company. I believe that is 1996 Fleer. Here's an entire star set. Beautiful. Finishing off that star set, those two. From Moeller High School, little promo, the 1984 design. I love it. Topps Power Players. Got a little 2019 Allen and Ginter in there. There's another 89 Donruss rookie. Some 1990. Now this one, folks, do you see how this is the 1990? That is 1990 as well. That is a lesser known, but that actually came out of one of the boxes. That is cut out of the box. Little 1990 Bowman. You all know 1990 Donruss is a very special set to me, personally. Thank you, Beetle-Roo. Thank you, Mr. Maloney. I appreciate that. Gotcha, Slippy. Good to see you this morning. And Jack, promos are your favorite. They take you back in time to when you started collecting. Bro, that is what it's all about. In my humble opinion, as I have said before, my dear friends, and I will say it again, I never apologize for the redundancy. I always understand and accept that money will always be a part of our hobby, right? But I don't think it should ever be all of the hobby. The hobby, in my humble opinion, my friend, should be about the people that you meet, the experiences that you have, the memories that you make, and what you take away from all of those circumstances that help you to be a better person as we move forward. That's what I think the hobby should be all about. I could get on my soapbox about it. How about some 1991 score in there also, the big head? You and I both, Uncle Moosey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moose.
Giggity, giggity.
Is loose. Good morning, Uncle Moosey. Good. Welcome back, Fortnite King God. Nice to have you. All right, we have 1992 Donruss up there. One of my all-time favorites, that 1991 score with Dad. Beautiful. Whole bunch of 1991 score in there, folks. So check it out. In 1991 score, Griffey had 6 cards in there. How neat. Cooperstown Collection, the Dream Team, the Base, the Rifleman, the Franchise, and the Griffies. How neat. Shout out to 1991 score. Folks, this one right here, 1993 Upper Deck Diamond Kings, or Diamond Skills. I remember pulling this card back then, and I hunted this one big time. I freaked out when I pulled that card when I was just a little guy. The Premier Edition, little promos in there. We got 1991 Fleer, the Yellow Machine. We have 1991 Donruss in there, All-Star and Regular. How about a 91 Studio? Fun. Boomer Ferguson, thank you for sharing out my live, buddy. You and I both, Bubba. Shout out to my fellow Austinite. How about the Home Run Heroes? I remember pulling that when I was a little guy as well. Kevin Brogan, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the crew, my friend. Rope Dog, welcome back, my brother. Thank you so much for chiming in this morning. It is great to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a happy hump morning. Oh, you know it. Thank you, Ryan Fife. So we have some Members' Choice Stadium Club up there. The Pacific Sock Exchange with K. Mitch and Jay Buhner. 1993 Donruss. We have some 1992 Classic Best. How about the 1992 Provisions? Oh, by the way, folks, I got something else to show you. Little intermission. How about the 1991 Fleer Provisions football set? Joe Montana. Barry Sanders. Talk about nostalgic. Beetle-Roo, are these in chronological order? Yes, kinda. I've been collecting this binder for a long time, so some of them are a little out of order, but most of them, yes. Until we get to the back of the binder anyway. About halfway through, all of those are in chronological order, but then when we get about halfway through, I kind of had to just start putting them in there. Lawrence Taylor. Mike Singletary for the Bears. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look, little footballs. Dan Marino. Ah, very nice, Bub. I don't blame you one bit, as you should. G-Man, I hope these are in penny sleeves at least. They are. Thanks for asking. You silly goose. How about a Bo Jackson at 1991 Fleer? Randall Cunningham. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. Number 78 for the Bills, all Bruce Smith. Shout out to Melody. Derek Thomas for Alan White's Kansas City Chiefs. And last but not least, all Howie Long. The man, the myth, the flat top. Pretty cool, right? So there you go. We have all of the Provision sets. Baseball, football, and basketball. So 1992 Bowman, one of my favorite Ken Griffey Jr.'s. Beautiful. We'll start cruising through them a little faster now. Excuse me. Like I said, these are somewhat in chronological order, so we're to 90-91. Getting into 93. '94-ish, 93, 94. Love that one. Remember pulling that one as a little kid too. Whole bunch of Stadium Club. Check that out. There's a gold parallel in here too. Topps Stadium Club Chrome. There's your 1994 Select that we've been ripping here on the channel. Oh, hell yeah, Slippy. Making the switch to Twitch this morning, my good man. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Eddie says, gave you the follow here as well over on the... I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, Slippy. And welcome to the family, my friend. Glad to have you. Ah, beautiful. Back to 93, 94. 94 Flair, Ken Griffey Jr. Another Upper Deck. Some co-starring with Lenny Dykstra, top right. There's some more 94 Upper Deck, excuse me. Checklist Blue Parallel, Checklist Base. Score 94, 95 Pinnacle, 94 Donruss, 95 Score, more 95 Score. There's a Sport Flicks in here. How about the Upper Deck? So that is the base, that is the SP, the silver. That is a Members' Choice Stadium Club. That is the Stadium Club base. More 1996 Pinnacle. Are you okay, my love? 1996 Pinnacle. And how about the entire cut above set? 1993 Upper Deck die cuts. Got all of them. This is correct, Alex. Yep. We had a few minutes to kill. We don't get this time very often, and I've had a lot of people reach out behind the scenes asking to see my Ken Griffey Jr. PC, so I figured I would oblige this morning. Mikey says, hey, Dalen, good morning. I was trying to go check out, but when I go to hit the checkout button in the cart, I get an error page. I appreciate you, Mikey Cobob. Mrs. Junkwax is working on that as we speak. Colt Simmons, this is my PC. That is correct. And Sergeant Gravity, gosh, I hope so, brother. Thank you, Mr. Slaba. I appreciate that, Nikki. You are correct. Some more 1995, 1996 in there. 1996 Select or Ultra Stars, excuse me. I just saw this in a PSA 10 go for $80. Kind of crazy. The Collecting 101 set from Upper Deck. Yes, please. Good question, Slippy. He was a Nike guy. So Ken Griffey Jr. has a very, very famous pair of shoes that are made by Nike. I see you at Bader Zim. We will have more Dalen cards coming very soon, by the way. We're working on those. Jason Russell, my Canadian cousin. How you doing this morning, my good man? So we have the back to 95, 96. Little Star Attractions Upper Deck die cut in there. 1995 Topps. Some more Pinnacle. Some more Donruss Elite. One of my favorites, Fleer Ultra. I love that design for some reason. I don't know why. Very iconic. Good morning, Tippy Brad Schwartz. Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz. Aw, Colt Simmons, that is very kind of you, my brother. I appreciate the thought. You are always welcome to send whatever you want, my man, but there is never any obligation to do so. Johnny Solo, thank you for the chilies. Bubba, I see the Go Popular gift over here. Thank you to my fellow Austinite. And thank you, Danny Maloney.
Ooh, yeah.
I appreciate you, my brother. Good morning, Brad Schwartz. How are you, my friend? Speaking of big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my man. J-Bill, welcome back, brother. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are working on our website as we speak right now. It's having some very minor issues. But while we're going through my PC here real quick, Mrs. Junkwax is feverishly working on our website, but we will get that up and back as soon as humanly possible. So thank you for bearing with us on that one, folks. How about Bowman Chrome? Ken Griffey Jr. Leaf Metal. So fun fact, folks, these boxes, I've looked to buy some of these boxes for each and every one of you, and they're like $800 a box. Kind of crazy. Yikes. Even for the retail boxes. How about a Bowman's Best? Ken Griffey Jr. Mr. Ward, cannot thank you enough for the beautiful gifts. Thank you, Rashid. I see those beautiful golden boxing gloves. Hope you're driving safe out there, my brother. How about the Diamond Pearls Stadium Club? That's a nice one. And this is when Ken Griffey Jr. went to the Cincinnati Reds. We have a Topps Finest Sterling with the coating still attached. Yokai Deku, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Pure Grit, Upper Deck MVP. We have an ovation in there. And a lot of people ask me, do you still collect Ken Griffey Jr. in a Cincinnati Reds uniform? Yes, I do. Riley, good morning. He says, did you see the Griffey Nike shirt collab? I've seen a couple of them. Is there a new one? Thank you so much, Jeffro. You rock my face off. Mr. Koba, I see you, buddy. JC Rediable, Mr. McGinnis says, I watched the Bowman Chrome break from yesterday. Of course, I got those Mariners. Yes, you did, my man. Congratulations. Some more Ken Griffey Jr. That 1982 throwback design. Yes, please. It did, Rashid. It did. One of the few times that I've cried about baseball. Yes, you remember. When Ken Griffey Jr. got traded to the Cincinnati Reds, I did tear up. I was not a happy man. Check that out, folks. That's actually from 2014, but that is a 1989 design refractor. Topps Chrome. Love that one. 1971 throwback, little mini. These are actually numbered. This is a triple threads. That is numbered to 1350. That one is numbered to 99, the 1990s. Excuse me, 299. Whole bunch more Griffey. We got some Topps Chrome refractor Griffey in there. The Mojo refractor 1984 design from a silver pack. How about some Mosaic and 2021 Topps Fire? I think we're out of chronological order now, just a heads up. What? Tippy Brad Schwartz, peanut butter and jealous, my man. You hit a Julio on-card auto numbered to 18 yesterday? Damn, bro. Congratulations, my friend. G-Man says, what you ripping today, King? I appreciate you asking. So as soon as we get that shop fixed, we will be ripping whatever anybody buys from junkwaxvintage.com. So there's a whole bunch of juicy products up there at junkwaxvintage.com. But right now we're having some minor website issues. So thank you for bearing with us on that one, my dear friends. Mikey Koba says, who's the best team left, in your opinion, in the prospects break? That is a great question, brother. I would have to look. I don't know exactly what is still left. We have Braves, Cardinals, Cubs, Marlins, Rangers, Rays, Tigers. That's a tough one. Could be Cubs. Angels are still up there as well. So, yeah, that's a tough one, man. They're all pretty decent. They all have good chases in there that you could find. I think the Cubs are pretty damn good. If I was buying, I might go with the Cubs, or I might go with the Rays or Rangers. Good question, buddy. The friendly guy, Joe. Thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate it. So we have some Disco Prizm old school. That is numbered to 99. The 1984 Mojo throwback. That is beautiful as well. We have a little triple threads ×2. The Turkey Red. We have some Optic, the Mythical, and the Base. Some more Donruss. That is an image variation. Some more 91 Fleer Ultra down there. A little opening day. Star promo. Now, fun fact, folks, this is actually a blank back promo. Those are kind of valuable. Welcome to the show, Griffey. The iconic 1989 Rookies Griffey. Beautiful. The Upper Deck gal that won that contest. That's fun. How check this one out, folks. No Name SP from 2022 Gypsy Queen. Pretty cool, right? 1991 Upper Deck in there. Donruss National Treasures. There's your framed 2022 Diamond Kings Griffey. Griffey and his boy at spring training. So much Griffey. Beataroo says, I miss Gypsy Queen. You and I both, buddy. We've been ripping it here. 2022 anyway. C3PO, welcome back, my man. Yep, we're showing off the PC this morning, my brother. All right, all right. There's your SP. And that one is numbered to 2250. Gotta love the Topps Heritage. That is a Bowman Chrome throwback homage to the 1989 2021 Platinum Anniversary. Some Allen and Ginter in there. Some more Topps Fire. Another promo Upper Deck card up here. Printer Proof 2021 Gallery. Thank you. So Mikey says you guys can try to put an order through. He just got an order to go through. Thank you so much, Mikey. I appreciate that, brother. We will finish up this Griffey reveal, and then we will refresh that shop. That's exactly right, username. Thank you, my friend. Never too much Griffey. You are spot on. Historical duels with old A-Rod. Shout out to our buddy Game 7 Prince, who made that one. Shout out to my buddy Ryan. We have a museum collection Griffey in there. Little Griffey on the promo. Home Run Club. Pinnacle Griffey down there. Believe it or not, that's a semi-valuable one. Yep, it has resolved itself, folks, so it looks like the website is back up, so if you want to go make some purchases, feel free to do so. Yeah, Mrs. Junkwax said, I would encourage you to close out your browser and try to refresh, and then go ahead and put that order through. Thank you so much for bearing with us on that one, folks. Check out the Hollow Griffies. Yeah. Yeah. Super weird, right? Die cut promo Griffey up there. That one is numbered first on print in 99. Top right corner. A little Mojo refractor action ×2. Bobby Viles, I would love to feel that WWE break this morning, my man. Threaten me with a good time. Thank you, Mikey1. Good morning, Miss Melody. How are you? That is a super short print Ken Griffey Jr. up there from 2022 Topps. There's your Stadium Clubs. Folks, that is a super short print right there. That one is fairly valuable because it's the old school Stadium Club design. Love that one. That is a Topps Chrome throwback to 1990. Hands of Gold die cut from Fleer. We have the O-Pee-Chee. We have the Topps 50th anniversary, and we have the base. All three of these are different, even though they look similar. The White Wave Prism down here from 2022 Prism. Little gold label. Griffey and his daddy on the TBTC. 2016 Donruss. Little ovation down there, 97. There's some Goodwin Champions up there. Some Diamond Kings. Some Capstone. The Collect-A-Book Ken Griffey Jr. That is another super short print. Image variation. That is Topps High Tech. Little acetate down there. You can see through it. StarQuest Griffey. Yes, please. One of my favorites down here, too. That Topps Chrome. That is a 2014 throwback refractor. Whole bunch of White Sox Griffey. A lot of you know that I'm focusing on trying to collect White Sox Griffies because there's not very many of them. We are almost there, my dear friends. 1990 Topps record numbers. Triple threads. Number to 199 on the orange. Mosaic Griffey. There's a little mini refractor, Allen and Ginter. That one I love too. Hard to see it, but that is a hollow. Absolutely beautiful. That 1987 throwback. We have the Leaf Metal Checklist Griffey in there. Ah, somebody just snagged the Julio box. Beautiful. We're going to rip into that in just a couple of minutes. How about the blue Donruss edition? That is a rare one. Legends of the Game. Ken Griffey Jr. in there. There's an acetate Upper Deck EX. Beautiful. Another die cut. Another Topps Chrome. The 24 karat gold Griffey down there in the corner. Little Bomb Squad Griffey, numbered to 999. Numbered to 100. That is the rainbow that I'm trying to put together, and I think I'm down to like 3 or 4 cards left. All of you know that I love that 2022 Platinum Anniversary, that bottom right corner. There's some museum collection in there. Launched into Orbit die cut from Cosmic. Thank you, Ollie. Some more Skybox Metal Universe. There's the Julio collection up there that we're going to get into in just a moment. Whole bunch of promos. Some black gold in there. Bowman gold parallel. Bob Ross. Here's your regular, and this is the hot box parallel. Got them both. More Griffey. More Griffey. More Griffey. So I think it's safe to say I got quite a few Griffies here, folks. Pretty cool, right? Another 97 Ovation. There's a holographics star view up there. Love that one. Sport Flicks. Some more Stadium Club. And then we have the Splash of Color. And Uncle Moosey, if I remember correctly, was hooking me up with these. So I'm trying to get myself to a rainbow on that one. That one's pretty neat. So there you go, folks. There is the Griffey binder. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that is probably about a quarter of the Griffies that I have, because all the rest of them are not in the binder. All right, there you go, legends. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mr. Slaba, you are very welcome, my brother. Thank you for watching. I love it so much. Gotta love some TikTok. All right, legends, let's refresh that shop. See where we're at. Beataroo says, I'm sure you got some Griffey Atomic Refractors laying around somewhere. Believe it or not, I don't. If you're talking about Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary, I do not. Yet. Keyword yet. All right, we have Melody and Mr. Alan White. Ooh. And Miss Melody snagged herself a 2024 Score Football Blaster box, and Mr. Alan White putting on a movie for us this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Smith says, are they in penny sleeves? Of course they are. Yes. All my other Griffies that are not in the binder, they're all in penny sleeves. You betcha. Most of them in top loaders. So, Alan White took down a 2023 Topps Julio Rodriguez box. Cannot thank you enough, Alan White, and I sincerely hope we find you something juicy in there, my brother. Allow me just a moment, my dear friends. I'm going to grab these boxes for Melody and Alan White, and then we will rippeth.
But I want to remember another time.
There you go, Mr. Alan White.
Remember living. I want to remember.
And Miss Melody. 2024 Score Football. Cannot thank you enough, my friends, for your very first purchases from junkwaxvintage.com today. Again, thank you for bearing with us through the little website hiccup. Gosh dang it. But we adapted and we overcame. Made it work. Excuse me. I see you, Mikey Koba. Thank you, Brian Smith. We love you too, Ollie. Thank you. That friendly guy, Joe. Thank you for speaking up in the chat, my friend. It is wonderful to have you over here on Twitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, can we get that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome to that friendly guy, Joe? I appreciate you, Joe. Thank you, buddy. Alrighty, Miss Melody, for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth, and we shout, rippeth. Good luck. Well, you're in the right place, Joe. So I will share with you, my friend, this channel is a perfect place to land for people that are brand new to the hobby, people that are coming back to the hobby after a long hiatus. And we have experts here too that have been in the hobby for 30 plus years. So this is a wonderful community for collectors of all levels, and especially you folks that are new or coming back to the hobby. This is a wonderful place for you to come back and learn. There is no gatekeeping that happens here. We share all information freely. That was one of the things that kind of bummed me out when I first started this venture years ago, is that when I would reach out and ask questions, I got jumped all over by a bunch of D-bags. So we don't do that here. So if you ever have any questions, my friends, feel free to ask. All right? All right, we start out a little A-chain for Miss Melody. Christian Gonzalez, Keenan and Kel Allen, Harrison Butker, shout out to Mikey One. You and I both, Mikey One. Aw, thank you, Nurse T. You were absolutely right. I appreciate the warm welcome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jeffro. Correct. Thank you, Mikey Koba. How about Marcus Allen? Mr. Romaine, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the crew, Michael. For the Titans, little Harold Landry. Kurt Warner from my Seattle Sea Chickens. Jake Seitz, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, buddy. Jalen Dalen Hyatt for the Giants. How about a Butta Baker? Al Geyer, Delpit, Roquan Smith for the Dirty Birdies. Andrew Wilson Phillips for your Giants. Good morning, Limbs. Welcome back, bud. Nice to see you again. Very true, Joe. Very true. Joe Alt. Michael Penix. She touched my Penix, Steve. Shout out to Michael Keaton. Johnny Brooks from right here in Austin, Texas. Jalen Dalen McMillan. Shout out to the University of Washington Huskies. We have a Devin White for the Bucks. Jared Verse on a horribly centered potential. Ouch kabibbles. The other Josh Allen on the sack attack. Singletary for the Bears. And Celebracion Jair Alexander. Shout out to my Packer fans in the family. I got you, Miss Melody. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you snagging this down from the shop. Stacy Stumetz, good morning, legend. It is wonderful to see you as always. Happy Wednesday. How you doing, Stace? John and his salty walls. Good morning, legend. Great to see you as always, brother. Excuse me. A little sip of Joe here, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. Roast. So good. Okie dokie. Shout out to my everyday dose. Beautiful. You are correct, Nurse T. Correct. That's right. So one of the things that I don't like to see is when, and I see this in a lot of the other Facebook groups. We don't see this so much, thank baby Jesus, in the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club. But in other Facebook groups, I see people coming in asking completely innocent, innocuous questions, and they get absolutely demolished in the chat by absolute D-bags. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Really? It just makes me sad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really sorry for whatever's going on in your life that makes you talk like that. Because happy people that are doing the right thing don't have time to talk like that. You know? Aw, friendly guy Joe just smacked that subscription button this morning. I cannot thank you enough, Joe. And welcome to the family officially, my friend. That is outstanding. Helping to keep this thing on the rails, Joe. Glad you're here, bud. All right, we start off with the giant cranium of Peyton Manning. Gesicki, hanging with Mr. Hooper. Derek Stingley Jr., Dallas Goddard, Staubach. That is my mom's PC, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So my mother has started PC and cards, and her PC is Mr. Regular Staubach over there. You button hooked me. Didn't know you're going to button hook me. How about some Debo? What you got on my 40, homie? But that's my grandmama's chain. Quinnen Williams. Tennessee guy, you're absolutely right. Kindness is free. You are correct. Jason Frazier says, you know, truths be told, I started following you because of the live you did where you said name wrong the entire life. I was so mad. Oh, are you talking about the stream that I did that I intentionally mispronounced everybody's name? That was so long ago, bro. I love it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is exactly what you're talking about. Oh, brother. That is a throwback legend. So, folks, about 3.5 years ago, okay, Jason Frazier has been here that long, and I love it so damn much. Thank you, Jason. So I've mentioned it. I've referenced it a couple of times. You OGs might remember. There was a show about 3.5 years ago. This is when I was still streaming in the closet, okay? And I was only streaming to one platform. And for the entire show, for 2.5 hours, I mispronounced every single name on purpose. It was hilarious. You should have seen the messages that I got. That makes my morning, Jason Frazier. Thank you, brother. Ah, there you go, Tennessee guy. Yeah, I see you there, bud. Goodness gracious. All right, we got a Stidham for the Horsies. Hayden Hurst. CJ Gardner Johnson for the Lions. Joey B. Keon Coleman. There you go, Miss Melody. Ask and you shall receive. Imani Bailey. Absolutely right, Jason Frazier. You are correct, my friend. That makes my morning, brother. Thank you for being here that long. Devontae Walker. You know, folks, I have said it before and I will say it again. It is a testament to how amazing this entire community is, that we have so many of you that have been here for so many years. Obviously, we're doing something right. You know what I mean? So thank you so damn much, especially those of you that have been here for years, since the beginning. Love you so damn much. Could not do this without you. Gabrielle Murphy from Minnesota. Batanu for the Dogs. Shout out to the University of Washington. Braylon Dalen Allen. I think I have pulled an autograph for you, Miss Melody, of this guy, but I could be wrong. Sydney Brown. Drake May on the potential for North Kakalaki. Huzzah. There you go, Miss Melody. Aw, thank you, Leo. You are absolutely right, my friend. That is my only goal. So, of course, I love sports cards. But what I love more is this community. And in my humble opinion, my mission here is very simple. Of course, we look at sports cards, but my mission is to hit you with that daily dose of positivity and to start that day the right way. So I cannot thank each and every one of you for being here and making that possible. How about Kayvon Thibodeau, Sack Attack for the 40 Whiners. Star-Lord, welcome back, buddy. Xavier Worthy from right here in Austin, Texas. Shout out to my son's PC. That's right, Miss Melody. There you go. That's right. I remember. And that friendly guy, Joe. Dalen, thank you for the kind words. Am I okay to send you a direct message on Instagram? Nothing bad. Just want to share something? Of course you can, Joe. Please do. So, folks, fun fact, we have the same name on every single platform. Makes it super easy to find us. We are on every platform imaginable, and it is Junk Wax Vintage, all one word. No punctuation, no spaces. Cam Akers. Cam Akers is the place to be. Morning card ripping is the life for me. Old Evan Engram for the Jags. Rashawn Gary. That is correct, Mikey One. Nailed it. Will Anderson Jr. I see you, Jeffro. Eddie George. Devin White. Najee Harris. How about a Portishead? Old Clinton Portis. Shout out to 90s Alternative. Bijan. David Njoku. Ed Reed. Montez Sweat for the Bears. Zach Martinez. El Guapito. Welcome back, my man. It is wonderful to see you this morning. How are you, buddy? Long time no see, legend. It is so amazing to see the legends coming back around. We've had quite a few OGs that have been very, very busy, but they've had some time to come back and check in, and I am immensely grateful. Que bueno verte, señor. Siempre. Tu sabes way. Cameron Kitchens. Howdy ho there, Malik neighbors. That is Melody's PC. Beautiful. I have seen your Facebook pictures there, my brother. Keep up the good work over there, Father of the Year. Well played, Zach Martinez. And it is awesome to see you again, my friend. Big hugs and firm handshakes. You know, brother. Tu sabes way. Brendan Rice. Chop and the Swiss Family. Robinson. Michael Pratt. Shout out to our buddy Mike Pratt over here on the TikTok. Tyler Guyton. Ooh. A nastily centered Bo Nix. I'm not even upset. That's amazing. You ate the entire wheel of cheese. That one's going up on the stand. Deron Bland with Dak. Have a little turkey day. Rome for the University of Washington. That is also nastily centered. Yikes. And last but not least, numbered to 630, Fatanu for the University of Washington Huskies. Just leaving that one up for you, Miss Melody. That is correct. Good morning, Brandon Franz, my brother from another mother. Great to see you this morning, my man. How are you? Shout out to Johnny Utah. All right, Miss Melody, we're down to a couple of packs left. And Alan White, are you here and are you ready, my good man? Because you are on deck. Might want to step into that batter's box and snag a chunk of lumber. Start taking some practice cuts. All right, we start out with Jimmy Nuge's Saints, Chris Olave, A.A. Ron Donald, Josh Allen, Kellen Winslow, Devontae Smith, little Warren Moon for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Gotta love it. McCaffrey, shout out to Drewzer. Garrett Wilson. Garrett and the Jets. Garrett and the Jets. Shout out to Elton John, Miles Sanders, Aiden Hutchinson. Shout out to Bree B. Old Dickie Dent for the Bears. Calais Campbell, Marvin Harrison Jr., rookie. Michael Hall Jr., rookie. Jackson Powers Johnson, Kamal Haddon, Ennis Rakestraw Jr., Wesley and his salty walls. Shout out to Johnny Walls. Brandon Aubrey. Shout out to Mr. Alex Wayne and Dem Boys. Leroy's cousin, old Chris Jenkins. Miss Melody says, it was Johnny Utah that gave me my first gifted sub when I came over from TikTok. Aw. I wish you could see my not surprised face. Because Brandon Franz is an absolute legend. I love that dude. Oh, we have another nastily centered DJ Moore for the Bears. There's a whole nother card on that one. Yikes. Oh, no, Miss Melody. You're Malik Neighbors rookie. Oh, come on, Panini. Do better. Oh, that hurts my heart. But hey, you might have a one of one here, Melody. There might not be very many others that look like that. I will still sleeve it up for you because that is your PC. Old Danielle Hunter from Minnesota. Rashee Rice. CJ Stroud. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look. Little footballs. And a new pair of shorts. Javon Curse, my buddy Mike from Sports Cards Nonsense's PC. DJP says send it back to him. Yes, she could. She could. Levante David. Eli Manning. Dougie Fresh. Dustin Hopkins. Midnight and David Montgomery for the Lions. Jalen Dalen Johnson. Kurt Warner. Junior Colson. Byron Murphy from right here in Austin, Texas. Max Melton. Sua Mataya. Dorless. Fairbairn, kicker extraordinaire on the green parallel. Tyreek Hill on the Celebration, also terribly centered. Same thing with old Ryan Tannehill. Yikes. Aldrick Estime on the Potential. Micah Parsons on the Sack Attack. And last but not least, PSA 10, Kid Reporter. That friendly guy, Joe, thank you so much for the message, my man. I will check that right after the show. I sleeved that one up for you, Miss Melody, even though it is pretty terribly centered. Sorry about that, my friend.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, Miss Melody. And Alan White, if you are here and you are ready, my man, you're up next. Starting off a little Frank Gore. Dicker the Kicker. Thank you so much, Zach Martinez. Sincerely appreciate that, my brother. We will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will be wearing all my Mariners gear, my man. You know that. It is great to see you this morning, Zach Martinez. If you're taking off, my friend, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my San Antonio hermano. Have a wonderful Wednesday, my man. A marvelous miércoles. How about Jacoby Myers? Zach Moss. Tyjae Spears. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. Jason Myers for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Ricky Jackson. Aeneas Williams, Myles Garrett, Kyle Hamilton for the Dirty Birdies, Singleton, green parallel rookie, my son's PC, Mr. Xavier Worthy, from right here in Austin, Texas. Beautiful. Javon Baker, JC Latham, Theo, Bo Nix, rookie, beauty. Balake Corum, shout out to Balake Juno. Good morning to the Todd Father. Great to see you, my man. Mr. Slater, welcome back, buddy. Tyler Newman. Brian Thomas Jr. on the haphazardly centered potential. Thanks, Panini. We have a sack attack, Trey Hendrickson. Andre, just the tippet.
Giggity, giggity.
On the Hall of Fame, Brees Hall for your Jets there, Miss Melody. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. There you go, my dear friend. You did get some cool cards in there. I apologize for the off-center. If you want to send those back to Panini, you absolutely can. We're going to sleeve up that Bo Nix, too. So like I said, believe it or not, those might be pretty rare because I don't know if you're going to find cards that are that horribly off-center. And believe it or not, there is actually people out there that collect cards that are off-center. So maybe you find one of those, my dear friend. Also going to top load up your Batanu, number 2630. Those are pretty. Miss Melody, I cannot thank you enough for being our very first family rip of this wonderful Wednesday. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you and Lids. And cannot hardly wait for the next one. Uncle Smitty, a yay yay. Shout out to my otro San Antonio hermano. King of Sports Cards Thomas, my brother from Norway, just hit us with the showstopper. Thank you so much for 1,000 beautiful biddies. I appreciate you, Thomas. Wonderful to see you this morning, my Norwegian brother. Uncle Smitty says, is that Amanda Rookie of the Year? Yes, it is. I know exactly what you're talking about there, my man. So my folks over here on TikTok, you will not be able to see the Dalen custom cards that are up on the screen on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Kick. You are more than welcome to make that switch. There is some pretty cool custom cards that you get to see if you do. Alrighty. That friendly guy Joe says, can I buy a pack and have it opened on stream if I heard right? Yes. So Joe, we typically open everything live here on the show, my friend, unless there is a previous communication telling me that you want me to send it to you sealed. So absolutely, and I appreciate you asking. Victor Lopez says they win tonight. The Mariners go to the World Series. That is correct. So this is a very, very big day for us, my friend. You know that. Could not be more excited to watch the game tonight. Okie dokie. You're absolutely right, Uncle Smitty. Correctamundo. Estoy acuerdo. All right, legends. Do we have, speaking of legends, do we have Mr. Alan White here with us at the moment? Mr. Alan White snagged a beautiful, beautiful box down from junkwaxvintage.com. A lot of you know that I'm a huge Julio collector, and this is Julio's namesake product. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. MVR Marcello, welcome back, my man. I see you over there. Thank you for hitting that shop. Thank you to Zach Baxter. Thank you to Mikey Kobaugh for taking down the Cubbies in our half case break. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kobaugh. Thank you so much for snagging that team. Well, gosh dang it. We're just going to go ahead and rip it. Best of luck to you, Mr. Alan White. Let's do it. Rent-A-Center, welcome back, my friend. Jason Frazier, thank you so much for the paper crane. Stacy Stumetz, I see you. One half of the Farley brothers, I see you as well, legend. Thank you. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we're getting the whole family up in here. There's Mr. Alan White. Thank you, Alan. Perfect timing. Empty box there, Alan. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Good luck, Alan. Rent-A-Center says, do you save the box for your personal collection? No. Used to, but then we ended up with like 1,000 boxes, and it got crazy. So yeah, I do collect a couple boxes. For example, I have the Upper Deck, or excuse me, UFC Royalty box that we opened. I did keep that one. I kept the Topps Definitive box that we opened because that was like a $4,500 box. Definitely the most expensive box I've ever ripped, personally. And we did find some amazing cards out of that one. All right, round number 1. And we start off with, if my Boston brethren were here, they would say, Bryce Hampa. The Commander, Mr. Carlton Fisk. The Ambassador of the Quan, Stephen Kwan. Julio Rodriguez. Behind the scenes with Topps. Little Adley Rushman, rookie. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. There you go, Rent-A-Center. That's right. Jesse Holm, welcome back, buddy. Your 2022 MVP, some Goldie. Arriba Parazza for the Pinstripes. Rookie. Acuna Matata. Vladdy. Chipper Jones. Shout out to Larry. Adley Rushman. Purple rookie, number 275. Not too shabby there, Alan White. Sandy Alcantara. Dennis John Pudwill says, what's the best price guide to buy? I used to buy Tough Stuff. So now all the price guides are online, Dennis. And I don't think you even have to buy any anymore. Now you can just go see them for free. The days of the Beckett are kind of behind us, unfortunately. I love me a good Beckett. MVR, this is 2023, my friend. And we have some Matty Brash. Mike Pizza, my national buddy from 2024. What's up, Mookie? What's that? Mookie Betts. Louis Castillo for my Seattle Mariners. Gunnar Henderson, rookie for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Oh, Peanut Butter and Jealous. It is numbered 420.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Louis Castillo, 4th on print to 20. Not too shabby there, Alan White. Shout out to my Seattle Mariners. We're going to top load that one right meow. Beautiful. You and I both, Mr. Hansen. That's right, Johnny Utah. Love me a good Beckett. Ahmed Rosario. Bobby Witt Jr. There you go, Alan, your PC. I will sleeve that one up for you, buddy. Nolan Gorman. Orlando Cepeda. Noma Garcia Parra. The man, the myth, the schnoz. We have a Jorge Polanco, who is now a Seattle Mariner and saving us big time. So glad we got that dude after his knee surgery. Ooh, the Ambassador of the Quan to 199. Shout out to Yessie Hockey and Tim Hudson, our resident Cleveland fans. The Bone, also known as Jay Buhner. Giancarlo, do not call me Mikey, Stanton. And breaking that color barrier is Mr. Jackie Robinson. We have a couple of sleevers. You okay, babe? We're going to top load your Adley Rushman, number to 75 rookie. Oh, I can help you with that, babe. All right. Round 2. Bree Imus says, I love these cards, but Julio doesn't seem to like me. You silly goose. We have ripped quite a few of these together. That is true, Bree B. It's true. Collect Rent-A-Center. The box is loaded with Mariners. You are right. Because these were hand collated by Mr. Julio Rodriguez himself. And I'm sure he's a little partial to his Seattle Mariners, just like I am. I see you, Brandon Frauds. Correct. All right, here we go. How about a little Mike Trout? Shout out to Rent-A-Center. Just shout it out, Mike Trout. Scott, hi. How about a Miguel Tejeda? Manny Machado. Bobby Witt Jr. on your Fountain of Youth. Nice one, Alan White. The Big Hurt, Mr. Frank Thomas. Your 2023 Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. Jordan Walker, shout out to Jeffro. The man, the myth, the pool hose. Double shout out to Jeffro. The captain, and we're not talking about Chris Condor, Derek Jeter. The man, the myth, the Miggy. The ambassador of the Quan on the Fountain of Youth. He is Quan in a million. Anthony Volpe, rookie for the Pinstripes. The Polar Bear. Pena. Where in the world is Wander Minor Franco? And it's probably a minor. Alan White, we're chucking the Wander, my brother. Ooh, that one made it outside the room. Nice. Vladdy's daddy. Juan in a million Marshall. How about some more? Julio Rodriguez, the big dumper, old Cal Rally. He is wonderful. You're absolutely right, Brandon Franz. I like it. Adolis, Gabriel Moreno, Masataka Yoshida. MBR says more hockey breaks. We got you covered, brother. Teoscar Hernandez, Bo Jackson. Ooh, Jeremy Pena to 199. Somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. Ichiro, Jose Reyes, and Randy Arozarena. Last but not least, channeling his inner Skeeter from Doug. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, my friends, if you remembered old Skeeter from Doug. Some Patty Mayo.
One down, one to go.
Down to your last two packs here, Alan. I believe we have an autograph in these packs as well. Good luck. Very nice, Brian Smith. Very nice. I hope so too, Jason Russell. That would be incredible. I am so with you, brother. Thank you. All right, speaking of my Seattle Mariners, how about a Robbie Ray? Michael Harris, rookie for the Braves. Mr. Esposito. Nailed it. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Quail Man. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent. Top loading that one up for you, Alan. And then we have a Rookie of the Year, Michael Harris for the Braves. Sammy Sosa, looking a little more pigmented. Ozzy Albies, Riley Greeny. Shout out to Mr. Brad Greeny. Big Poppy. Juan Soto, the Bird Murderer. My twin, Mr. Randy Johnson. The Bone, Jay Buhner, numbered to 99 on the rainbow for my Seattle Mariners. Thicker than a couple of Snickers, Mr. Prince Fielder. Jonathan India, your 2021 Rookie of the Year. And looking thicker than a couple Snickers, super juicy. Old Mark McGuire. Looks like he could bust a belt with his neck like Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. Give me a hell yeah if you get that reference. Anonymous, good morning. Rent-A-Center, he says, Dalen, what do you think is a record in baseball that will never be broken? That is a great question. There's actually two that I can tell you right now will never be broken. And that is the stolen base record and the strikeout record. I do not think those will ever, ever, ever be broken. Ricky Henderson and Nolan Ryan will go down in baseball history. I don't think anybody's catching up to them. Thank you, my love. So, Alan White, heck of a box here, my brother. Thank you, as always, for snagging this down from junkwaxvintage.com. Correctamundo, Brandon Franz, thank you. I love that you all get my extremely obscure references. Thank you. That is correct, Mikey 1. Yep, that is exactly why I say that, because they don't let pitchers go that long anymore, right? They used to let Noli pitch the entire game. 9 or 10 innings. They just don't make them like that anymore. All right, beautiful Gunnar Henderson, autograph to 75, rookie. Adley Rushman to go with your Orioles, also numbered to 75, rookie. And then the Louis Castillo, numbered to 20. And then you got a whole bunch of numbered to 199 and 99 in here as well. Thank you, as always, Mr. Alan White. I love ripping together, my friend, especially when we find you something juicy like we did just right now. Ryan Fife, and the consecutive games played too. Yep, shout out to the Iron Man. That is correct. You know, that one could be broken. It could, because they do let people play a lot of games. So I could eventually, even though that is a very tough record to beat, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if somebody did beat that at some point. Because if they keep him going. I think the closest to him right now is Matt Olson. I think he's at like a few hundred games or something like that, if my memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. I'm wrong often. But I think Matty Ice is the closest one to that record. Okie dokie. Oh, sounds wonderful, Mr. Handsome. Thank you. Rent-A-Center. Dennis John Pudwell says Ted Williams' 400 batting average is also another one. Rent-A-Center says, do you think you'll ever see another batting over 400 again? Good question. Both of you. Great minds think alike. Probably not. Shout out to Ted Williams. Scott, Mrs. Junkwax, how are you doing today? She says that she is good. Thanks for asking, Scott. Oh, no, babe. She smashed her hand. Why you doing that? Don't do that. I know, honey. I'm sorry. I love you. Shout out to the CEO. All right, legends. We're going to refresh that shop. I do believe we have another juicy family rip up there. Shout out to Bree Imus. And yes, we do. Ooh, Bree B putting on a movie for us this morning. Beautiful. Taking down a Pokemon pack. Also took the letters Q and R in our WWE break. Thank you so much, Bree B. And then she took a 2022 MJ Holdings box as well. Let's see if we can't find another Ohtani rookie. Alan White, have a wonderful shift, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you back here tonight, Alan. Thank you as always, my brother, and congratulations on a beautiful box. I see you, Jeff Rotel. Thank you, Brandon Franz. He says, Hulk smash. That's right. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. Victor Lopez, you two love birds. That is correct. As I've said before, my dear friend, and I will say it again, I love my wife. Out of everything that I have done in my life, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a lot of stuff, I think the best two things I have done in my life is make my children and marry that one over there, because I would not be doing any of this without her. She is the real MVP. Sounds awesome, Scott. We will see you tonight, my good man. We will be back here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but we still have a lot of morning show to go. So allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm going to grab a couple of things for Bree B, and I will be right back.
Yeah!
All right, we have some Prismatic Evolutions, Pokemon, our MJ Holdings box. Now, I have said it before, dear friends, and I will say it again. We have found not one, but 2 Shohei Ohtani rookie cards in these boxes. Let's see if we can't have lightning strike thrice. But first, let's get into some Pokemon. Mrs. Junkwax, you locked in the break spot? You rock. Thank you, honey. All right, good luck, Bree B. Ryan Fenger says, I see the SP Game Use Hockey is not in the shop. When did you rip those? I ripped it last night, my man. It was one of the very last rips of the evening, actually. So if you want to go back and watch that replay, you will find it there. So I hear that I have to put some of these to the back, but I think they're already like that. There we go. All right, we have a Dreepy, Miltank, Weird Cow Thing, a Riolu, Aromatisse, got the perfume press, Executor, the Emperor's Guidance, Pyroar, and how about a Pokeball, Munkidori. That's pretty. Just leaving that one up for you. Dunsparce, and Roaring Moon. Pretty. On the Ancient. And then you have a basic B Energy back there. Good afternoon, Red Sox Alex. Nice to have our brother from across the pond. Good to see you, buddy. We're going to sleeve up that Monkey Dory because he is hunky dory. I'll see myself out. That is a very pretty card, though. Would you just look at it? I think that is a Pokeball, right? Ah, there you go, Brian Smith. Some of that basic B energy. That is very, very pretty. Excellent first pack there for you, Bree B. Let's see if we can't find that elusive Shohei Ohtani rookie. Good luck. Excellent, Alex. I cannot thank you enough for making the switch to Twitch, buddy. And now you do get to see these sweet custom cards. Shout out to our buddy Mikey1, who helped us create all these. Mr. Farley, welcome back, brother. Ah, there you go, Bree B. You and I both, my friend. I'm still learning in the Pokemon department. Empty box. So this is the infamous black box. Both of the Shohei Ohtani rookies that we have found have come out of these boxes. We will rip that one last. So fun fact, folks, every single one of these boxes that we open that has a 2021 Stadium Club in it, they tape them like that. Why? I just don't get it. That is super strange. We will start with your 2021 Stadium Club and the Scotch tape. PSA, my dear friends, do not ever use Scotch tape when it comes to baseball cards or sports cards, of that matter. Painter's tape or no tape. Public service announcement. All right, we have a PSA 10 anti-theft device. Astros rookie Christian Javier. Dean Kramer for Uncle Moosey's Orioles on the red foil rookie. Braxton Garrett, rookie for Bienvenidos a Miami. Thank you so much, Johnny Utah. Thank you, Brian Smith. How about Mr. and Mrs. Flaherty's boy, Jack Flaherty, for the St. Lunatics? And last but not least, Barry Larkin. Last but not least, for WKRP. Not too shabby on pack number 1. We also have some 2022 Topps Series 1. Let's see if we can't find that elusive Ken Griffey Jr. home field advantage. Starting out with some Marcus Stroman, Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Lars Nootbaar, the proud owner of the most Scandinavian name in all of baseball. All rise, Mr. Aaron Judge. Kepler from Minnesota. Shout out to Mr. Fenger. How about a big dumper rookie? Beautiful. Victor Reyes. Joey Gallo. Brady Singer. Juan Soto. Chucking some lumber. The man, the myth, the pool hose. Ryan Fenger, you want that Rutger auto from last night. Wasn't that cool? He got 2 of them. John Means for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Holland, dapping up some Salvi. Arenado, shout out to my St. Lunatics. The Polar Bear. Drew Ellis. And Funky Cold Molina on the Stars of the MLB. Nice little St. Lunatic pack there. Pack number 1. Just a heads up, my friends, there is no queue right now. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag something down for yourself, we would rip it pretty quick. We do have a couple of breaks up there as well, and if we fill those breaks, I would love to bust those ASAP. Talk about an awesome first card. Congratulations, Bree B, on the 2021 Allen and Ginter. Ken Griffey Jr. right off the jump. Nice one. Jefecito, welcome back. Game-used memorabilia, Hall of Fame legend CC Sabathia.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy crapola, Bree B. What a box already. Damn. That is so cool. That is the very first relic that we have ever pulled out of one of these MJ Holding boxes. Nicely done, Bree B. And it's a Hall of Famer nonetheless. How about a Max Muncy for the Trolley Dodgers? And he's got the juice. Tatis for San Diego. We're going to sleeve and top load that one up for Bree B. Good morning, Dutchie. Thank you, Mr. Farley. Nailed it. I appreciate you, my brother. This is going to go in a 100-point top loader. All right, on the stand he goes. We are down to 2 packs left. Oh, and there was a mini in there too. Little Tyler Glasnow, who I believe is now a Trolley Dodger. Nice. All right, back to 2022. Bree, that is very, very kind of you, my friend. I truly appreciate that. I do have that one. So if you want to keep that one for your PC, that is 1,000% okay. But I appreciate you having that thought, Bree B. Love you, homie. I agree, Brandon Franz. Those slight pinstripes are pretty neat, right? Better than just a napkin. All right, we have a Jesse Winker. Ty France, former All-Star Game alternate for my Seattle Mariners. Matthew Boyd. Austin Meadows. Fromber. Acuna Matata. Avasail Garcia for your Brew Crew, Bree B. Riley Adams. Shout out to you, Never Know Eva, over here on Twitch, also known as Riley. Speaking of Austin, Riley. Thank you, Card Gods. Kyle Higashioka. Will Smith for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mikey Koba. Alcides Pablo Escobar. That is correct, Riley. Good morning, my man. Glad you're here. Trevor Rogers on the Rookie Cup. Kirillov from Minnesota. Keston Hura. Chipper Jones, numbered to 299. Well, hello. On the Welcome to the Show parallel. What a box, Bree B. Outstanding. Zach Wheeler on the Royal Blue. Okay, Brian Hayes for the Pirates on the 1987 throwback. Gotta love the wood grain. Little Aaron Judge on the Stars. Jose Ramirez on the Stars. Nelson Cruz. Sammy Long. Hayward. Musgrove. Somebody check this man's ears for foreign substances. There you go, Jeffro. Hello, Larry. Shout out to Balky. Eugenio Suarez, who has found the flat iron, my dear friends. I don't know if you have seen him during the playoffs. He has got some coiffed locks. I was commenting on his flow because the man has some. Tom and the Wet Sprocket, Murphy. Tyler Stevenson. John Means. Well. Greg Holland. Nolan Arenado, the Polar Bear. The Tampa Bay Rays with Wander Franco co-starring. If that one needs to take a flight, you let me know, Bree B. Hey, Ryan Fife, I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Have a magnificent Wednesday, Ryan. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning, my friend, and we will see you tonight. Much love to you, brother. How about the White Sox? The Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Daniel the Bard and Nate Pearson for the Toronto Blue Jays. Last but not least. Not too shabby, Bree B.
One down, one to go.
She says always flying. I love it. I was hoping you would say that. I hope his trays, seat tables, and seat backs are in their full, locked, upright positions because he's going for a flight. Good morning, Scotty Too Hotty Kuniko. Thank you, Ryan Fife. Have a wonderful Wednesday, brother. Ooh, that one went outside the room too. Nice. Taz, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, buddy. All right, good luck. We are having a great morning. Thank you so much, Scotty Too Hotty Kuniko. Same to you, my brother. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. Empty box. Let me snag myself a little sippy. That's right, Scotty Too Hotty Kuniko. It is hump day, my friend. That's right, Jeffro. Wander Airlines always has seats available. Correct. I hear they charge more for underage, though. I'll see myself out. Okie dokie. We have a Carlos Ruiz. Alcides Pablo Escobar. Dallas. Daniel. Danny. Big Ben Revere. Cole Calhoun. Chase Utley. Shout out to Mikey One, his PC for the Trolley Dodgers. Jaime Garcia. Marcel Ozuna. Hector Neris. Mikey Aviles. Joey Gallo. Balake Snell for the Trolley Dodgers. Gregory Polanco. Starlin Castro for the Cubbies. The Freak, my twin, Tim Lincecum. Gotta love it. Thank you so much, Ollie. I appreciate you saying that. Fear AB, welcome back, my good man. You are not wrong, brother. Thank you so much for joining us. A-Rod. CC Sabathia. Outstanding. The second CC of the box. Buster Posey. Shout out to Mikey the Mad Hatter, his PC. Ryan Howard for the Fightin' Phillies. Hoffman, rookie for the Rockies. Chris Davis. Lucas Duda. Reynaldo Lopez. Johnny Giovitella. Junior Guerra. Giancarlo, do not call me Mikey. Stanton. AJ Ramos, back-to-back Marlins, and Jose Quintana finishing off the box for you. Bree B, congratulations on your Hall of Fame legend relic. Congratulations on the Big Dumper rookie and your Larry, also known as Chipper Jones, to $2.99. Not a bad box at all. Allow me just a spot of housekeeping here, my dear friends. We're going to refresh that shop. Mr. Whitey, welcome back, buddy. He says, I hope you guys swept the Jays. Sincerely, a Yankees fan. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I hope so, too. Tonight could be a huge night, ladies and gentlemen. Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. Oh, you know it, my good man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love you, brother. Thank you, sweetheart. One moment. I'm doing something for Bree B and Lolo. Since we did not find an autograph in there, I went ahead and made you one. Thank you as always, Bree. I appreciate you, my friend. Happy early birthday. There you go. Excellent. All right. Those will be in your next JWV package. Thank you as always, Bree B. Okie dokie. Thank you, my love. We do have another beautiful family rip for Mr. Chambers. Joe, are you here in the house, buddy? Yes, you are, Bree B. Absolutely right. Mitch, good morning. Do you do any hockey, bro? Yes, we do. There is hockey up in the shop right now, my friend. Oh, hell yeah, Joe. Thank you so much, Mr. Chambers. First rip magic. So, Victor Lopez, my brother, just a heads up, it is best of 7. So even if the Mariners win tonight, they do not clinch. They have to win another 2. So they have to win today, and they have to wear another one after that. Just a heads up. All right, Mr. Chambers, I'm going to grab these for you, buddy. If you would allow me just a moment, I'm going to hit that shop, and I will be right back. Thank you again, Joe, for your very first rip. Oh, bro. Jumping right into the deep end of the pool, Mr. Chambers. That is incredible, my man. I cannot thank you enough. Mr. Joe, his very first family rip, is going to put on a little movie for us this morning. I know, Cody Humphrey. You're telling me, my good man. Seth freaking Rollins, welcome back, my brother. Oh, I know it, buddy. I'm so sorry. All right, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, legends. I will be right back.
Yeah.
How about a Leaf Glory of the Game 2025? These boxes are incredible, Joe, and I sincerely hope we find you something juicy in here, buddy. Bobby Viles says, if you got some newer UEFA soccer I'd love to rip with your nephews, I will keep that in mind, my man. Thank you so damn much. So, fun fact, actually, let me show you something. Ed Kirk Noah says, we need a montage of Mariners training, getting all ready, jogging through the snow with a log on their back. You're absolutely right, brother. Little Rocky training montage. Yes, sir. Sit-ups in Siberia. Oh, you know it, my man. Running with some logs in nothing but tiny shorts. Yes, please. Hey, Joe, it is my pleasure, brother. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my friends. I want to show you something. So speaking of soccer, Bobby Viles, check this out. 2022 Topps Chrome Soccer, okay? We have an entire sealed 40-box case of this product. So fun fact, it was actually sent to us by mistake, and we just went ahead and kept it. I wish it was free. It was not. But I'm thinking about doing an entire, like, half case break twice of these. It would be our very first time doing an entire blaster case as a break, but I think that would be a lot of fun. So, I think that is on the horizon, my friend, speaking of soccer. And we have 40 boxes. Super excited to see what we find in that case. Okie dokie. Let me snag myself a little sippy here. And Mr. Chambers, let's get into your very first rip here in the family, my friend. I sincerely hope it is the first of many. Cheers, Joe. And we need to bust into a brand new spicy water. Kareem. Sorry, brother. Gotta stay hydrated. Dan the man, welcome back, buddy. How are you? I love that spicy water. Okie dokie. Good luck, Joe. I think you're right, Brian. Shout out to the Count. Hey, no worries, Victor Lopez. No worries, my brother. Like 18-year-old Dalen at a senior kegger, I'm breaking the seal early. Oh. Oh, my dude. I am peanut butter and jealous. Talk about a first rip here in the family, Joe. All right. Starting out with Tristan Keys, 91 out of 99 on the Leaf Prep All-Americans. A.A. Ron Anderson, 20 out of 25. Go Tigers. Riley Leonard, to 99. And last but not least, check this out, Joe. My OGs, you already know. Brian frickin' Bosworth, numbered to 6. Oh my gosh, that is magnificent. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. I've been collecting this guy for many, many, many years. The Boz. Congratulations, brother. That is sick. And an absolutely tremendous first box here in the family, my man. 4 out of 6 on the Boz. Check that out. Gosh, that is sick. Beautiful, beautiful card there, buddy. Beautiful autograph as well. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks legend, old Brian Bosworth. Nice. But Riley Leonard, beautiful. A lot of eyes on that young man. You done messed up. Aaron Anderson, numbered to 25. And then the Tristan Keys, 91 out of 99. Absolutely beautiful box there, brother. Congratulations again, Joe Chambers. And again, my brother, I sincerely hope that that is the first of many, many rips that we get to do together, my friend. Good question, Miss Melody. I see you, Brandon Franz. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. The Aaron Anderson. I am doing very well, Dan the man. Thank you for asking, buddy. And Gage Escobar says, I pulled a Panini Trifecta Signatures 1 out of 2, Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz, Tommy White. Any idea how much it's worth? I have no idea, my man. Your best bet is to go check out eBay, but make sure you use the sold listings only. So you got to filter your search results. There you go, Kirk Noah. My favorite former fellow Washingtonian. He says, I might shave stripes on the side of my head in honor of the Boz to prepare for the game tonight. I'm with you, buddy. I love it. Woo! What a beautiful rip, Joe. Congratulations again, my friend. Appreciate you, brother, and glad you're here in this family, dude. Very grateful that you found us. Mr. Archibald, 130 is good for checking card values. 130 point. Yep. That is one of the sites that I typically use. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is typically 3 or 4 sites that I use to find card value. I use eBay first, and it is your sold listings only. So I cannot stress that enough. When you go search for something on eBay, you must filter your search results by sold listings only. Okay? There is still a lot of people in this hobby that will open up eBay, they look for a card, they see somebody has listed a card for a certain amount of money, and they think that the card is worth that much money. That's not how this works. So you must filter your search results by sold listings only. The other site that I use is 130point.com. Shout out to Mr. Archibald over here. Derek Soonerbaum, good morning, legend. Excellent to see you back, my brother. Boomer Sooner. You know it, buddy. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. Good to see you, buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, D. So we use 130point.com. 130point.com has a very specific purpose. So if you go to eBay and you type in a card and you filter your results by sold listings only, you will see all the totals come up in green. Okay, so all the financial totals will be in green text. If you see a financial total that's in green text and it has a strike through it, that means that the seller accepted a best offer. So that means you can go to 130point.com. If you copy and paste the title of that specific listing into 130point.com, it will tell you exactly how much that best offer was. So that's awesome. The other site that I use is sportscardspro.com. And then last but not least, sometimes we also use some Card Ladder. Good question. Simon Geezy, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, buddy. Nice to have you. There you go. Brandon, Johnny Utah, he says, and even better, if you have a store, you can go to research, product research, and enter the item. Those results will only show you the listings and sold and were paid for. Thank you, Brandon Franz. I appreciate that. Our eBay professional. No worries, Mikey One. No worries. All good. T, welcome back, Tony. Good to see you this morning, brother. Spine, long time no see you, legend. Happy Wednesday. All right, folks, I'm going to refresh that shop and see where we are at. Cheers, my friends. Broast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like we are current up there at junkwaxvintage.com. We are coming up on the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen, on this wonderful Wednesday morning. So I think, folks, I am going to go ahead and call a last call. If you would like to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, you are absolutely welcome to do so. We still have a little bit of show left, so I am refreshing. So Legends, in our 2025 Topps Series 2 break, looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots remaining. In the WWE break, it looks like we're down to 6 letters remaining. We have B, D, we paired up E and F, G, K, we paired up N, O, and P, and those are the letters that are remaining. And then last but not least, my dear friends, in our half case break of 2024 Panini Prospect Edition, that is 60 autographs. 60. That one's going to be a doozy. So there is 7 teams remaining in that one, my friends. We have the Braves, the Cardinals, the Marlins, the Rangers, the Rays, and the Tigers. I am shocked that the Tigers are still up there. Rangers as well. Cardinals as well. And the Braves too. And the Angels, excuse me. Angels are still available also. So I have a strong hunch, my dear friends, that we might be busting that one tonight. Thank you. Good call out, Jeffro. Yep. No worries, buddy. Speaking of those pre-grades, by the way, I am slowly but surely getting caught up. I did another bunch of cards yesterday, and we did send out some pre-grades last week to about 20 of you. So very, very excited to get that queue down. Good morning, Mr. Piccirilli. That friendly guy Joe says, Dalen, do you do PSA? Yes, we do. So we actually submit to 4 different grading houses. So if you go check out junkwaxvintage.com, there is a grading subpage. So typically I offer pre-grading, but I have a 200 card backlog right now. So in order to get caught up, I went ahead and put a friendly, loving pause on the pre-grading. But you can still submit cards for grading. If they do not need pre-grading, if you just want to straight up submit them, we can go PSA, SGC, FGC, which stands for Forensic Card Grading. They're right here in Southlake, Texas. And then we also do Beckett, BGS. So you have options when it comes to submitting through JWV. All right, legends. So I did go ahead and call that last call. Mr. Spangler, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family, Randy. So the other half of the request that I received the other day, and I've received this from multiple people, they want to see my Julio PC. So we showed off the Ken Griffey Jr. PC a little earlier in the show. Good morning, Yessie. Excellent to see my crazy Cleveland fan this morning. How are you, my brother? So let's go through a little Julio PC while we're waiting on our last orders in the morning. Mr. Esposito says, how long does PSA usually take? So it's a little bit different. That's a tough question to answer. There is several different grading categories that we submit to. So, for example, the regular grading, that's just card condition, that typically takes 45 to 60 business days, somewhere in there. So 3 to 4 months. If you do autograph authentication, that takes a little bit longer. Okay, so that can take up to 4.5 months, somewhere in there. And then if you do dual grading, which submits for card condition and autograph authentication, that takes even longer. So a little bit different on all the different ones. Bobby Viles. If you want to, sure thing, my man. I am slowly but surely getting to those. Like I said, I appreciate your patience, my brother. Thank you so damn much. But we do have another PSA and Beckett and FCG and SGC grading submission that's going to go out in the next couple of weeks, but I want to get through most of the pre-grades first. That's what we're waiting on. Mr. Esposito, looking forward to it, my man. That Mark Jackson was pretty good looking. J-Rod, if you're taking off today, have a magnificent remainder of your Wednesday. We won't see you tonight. Well, enjoy your shift at work, my brother, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Much love to you, Jeffro. There you go, Miss Melody. Hey, I think that still has a really good chance on coming back a BGS 10. So I think that should go off in our next grading submission if that's possible. Hey, Joe, Mr. Chambers, I appreciate you being here in the family, my man. So we do this almost every single day, 9:30 a.m. in the morning, 8 p.m. in the evenings. And if you want to go follow us over there on Instagram, Joe Chambers, you're more than welcome to do so. There is a weekly schedule that we drop over there, so you will always know exactly where and when we will be. Additionally, we have our very first eBay show on Saturday night this week. So I hope you all will be able to join us over there on eBay. Mr. Dempsey's Photography, welcome back, my man. He says, what's your favorite card you have, bro, that I collect? What's your favorite card? Oh, you. And Card Hitter says, just placed an order on the site, 2 stars and stripes. Why, thank you, my good man. Let's refresh that shop real quick. Watching with Millie, that is a beautiful thing, Yesy Hockey. Shout out to the hockey residents. All right, let me refresh that shop real quick. Oh, heck yes. Anthony from the island of Flores, my fellow Texan. Beautiful. Nice to have you, buddy, and thank you for utilizing that shop. Snagged 2 2024 Stars and Stripes blaster boxes. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy, my good man. And I can't follow everybody, but I got you. Welcome to the family, brother, officially. And Dempsey, what is my favorite card that I collect? It actually just went around on that spinner. It is that Ken Griffey Jr. rookie autograph right there. But some of my favorite cards are actually just right up here on the stand, my man. You can see them. That is all my PC up there. Good question, brother. All right, 2 shakes. I'll be right back. Mean Brad Greeny. We don't know exactly what time we're doing yet, but we are going to lock that in, and we will make a cool graphic for it, so you all will definitely know. Mr. Piccirilli, good question. Thank you, David. I see you, Jeffro. You're not wrong, sir.
Giggity, giggity.
Love you, brother. All right, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my dear friends. I will be right back. Aha. Why, thank you so much, my good man. So we have 2 autographs or memorabilia cards per box, and we have 2 boxes. Let's see what we can't find. So just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the eBay show, we will definitely keep each and every one of you updated on what time that show is going to start. But to be transparent, we're trying to figure that out ourselves. But we are doing something very special this week, folks. So we will not have a normal Saturday night show here for the first time, and I can't even remember how long. So for our inaugural eBay show, we're going to basically let it take the place of our normal Saturday night show. So we're sincerely hoping that we have all of you that come over there and join us on eBay. We're basically going to do our same normal show. It's just going to be on eBay. That's all. And my friends, like I have said, we have held back some serious juice for that eBay show. Would love to see you tonight, Joe. Thank you again, my friend, and welcome to the family. And hope to see you back often, Joe Chambers. So we are a tight-knit group of card enthusiasts that come together twice, sometimes 3 times a day. Welcome to the family, my friend. Again, very glad to have you, Joe. Hope you can join us. Mitch. So you have another account. That's awesome, Mitch. Very nice. Good to see you over here on TikTok, buddy. Empty box. Why, thank you in advance, Leo. I appreciate that, buddy. You rock my face off. Twice. And then once again in the morning. Empty box there, brother. Exactly right, Mr. Peaks. You know it, bro. Absolutely. Nailed it. All right, pack number 4, Ectomy. because it is tradición. All right, good luck, brother. We're just going to do this in a couple of rounds. Well, good morning, Glenn Poling. You just snagged the Tigers in that half case break. Thank you so much, Glenn. 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 Good to see you, Mr. Poling. Thank you, Tony, from the island of Flores. Little Toflo. I think that's what we're going to call you, Tony. Toflo. You okay with that? You officially have a nickname. Always appreciated, Glenn Poling. You know it, brother. Thank you, Toflo. All right, we start off with Logan Sariga. Michael Massey. Your very first autograph is a 13-14U Julian Martinez. That's going to be a long-term hold on that young man. Not numbered. Lucas Franco on the Schmeckel. Brandon Gardner on the Star Parallel. Zach Strickland. Seaver King, who is now a National. Brady Ebel on the Star Parallel. Billy Carlson on the Schmeckel. Your second autograph is Fran Oschel, the third. Thanks, Fran. That is a collegiate national team, also not numbered. Ethan Anderson, who I believe is an Oriole now. Edward Rothlander, the third. Carter Johnson. Tegan Coons. Erlin some heat on the Star Parallel. Luke Billings. And I believe that one's going to be numbered. I am so wrong. It is not. But that is a green parallel. Fun. Fran Oschel. So nice you got him twice. Matt Champion. So we actually have a member of the JWV family named Matt Champion who PCs this young man on the Schmeckel. Jace Le Violette. We saw him in Panini Prizm this year under the college. Wade Shelley. Bryson Smith. Austin Overn. Noah Franco. Wander Franco's little brother. Just kidding. Midnight in Braden Montgomery. Christian Moore on the green foil. Angel Cervantes on the Star. Cooper Rummel. Colt Peterson. Tucker Long on a Relic 15U. Alex Haro. Shout out to the BMX bikes. And last but not least, Malcolm in the Middle, Moore. I believe he is a Texas Ranger now, but I could be wrong. Not too shabby on box number 1 there, my man. Thank you, honey. So you got yourself 2 autographs and a relic out of box number 1. Not too shabby. That goes in a 100-point. Brand new top loader. Thank you so much, Toflo. Brad Green, are you taking off this morning, my man? Shout out to the meanie. Brad Greeny. Shout out to Greeny's Energy. There you go, buddy. All right, let's go box number 2. Good luck, Toflo. And thank you for your very first family rips here with us, my brother. Excellent way to start our Wednesday, if I do say so myself. You know, folks, I have said it before and I will say it again. I never apologize for the redundancy. I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And my dear friends, that has absolutely nothing to do with me and everything to do with each and every one of you. So thank you, as always, for making this community what it is. Cameron Cole, good morning, my alliteration brother. How we doing, Cam? You are just in time to see us ripping into some beautiful Stars and Stripes baseball. And we have a Burke Lee Mabus with that hockey mullet. Luke Billings. Andrew Costello. Blaine Metz. Shout out to our buddy Dan Metz, my fellow Washingtonian, on the Schmeckel. Chandler Hart. We have watched that young man grow up in Stars and Stripes baseball. Kind of fun. Cameron Cole, you got a Brian Wu rookie auto coming in today. That's awesome, buddy. Shout out to old Brian Woo. Griff O'Farrell. Cade Allen. Ethan Petrie on a Relic. Little collegiate national team. Little Michael Massey on the Schmeckel. The Massey so nice. We have seen him twice. Christian Moore on your Star Prism. J.C. Pacheco, Cam Canarella, Jackson Baker, Nolan Traeger. Shout out to the Traeger Grills. Yeah, your grills. Brady Ebel, Little Ebel on the Star Prism, looking baseball ready. Kalen Dalen Culpepper. We have pulled quite a few of this young man's autographs. I believe he is a Minnesota Twin now. Dean Moss, Funky Cold Molina, Mason Molina. Alton Davis on the Schmeckel, little collegiate national team. Zach Strickland on the Star Foil. Matt Champion, so nice. We have seen him twice. What are we talking about over there, Ollie? I see you, buddy. I don't know if that is English, my friend. How about Alex Haro? So nice, we have seen him twice. That would be amazing. Thank you in advance, Cameron Cole. Looking forward to it, buddy. Jackson Miller. Aiden Barrientos on the green foil. Mr. Levi Clark. And the Levi so nice, you got him twice in a row. Double the Clark. Ethan Petrie. Noah Jaromalek on a relic autograph. And that one is numbered to 199, 1314U. That's going to be a long-term hold for that young man. And then we have Edward Rothlander and Jacob Cozart on the Schmeckel. Finishing that one off, buddy. Not too shabby. And we have 2 more packs to go. Mrs. Junk Wax, is there any way that you could grab me some brand new 100-point top loaders, my love? I appreciate you. Thank you, babe. We will top those up in just a second for you, my man.
1 down, 1 to go.
Last pack magic for you, Toflo. Good luck, brother. And thank you again for snagging these down from junkwaxvintage.com, letting us rip into these together. As I have said before, my dear friends, and I will say it again, I never apologize for the redundancy. It's always fun to rip into packs. But in my humble opinion, it's just a little bit more fun to rip into packs with 50 to 100 of your best friends. And that is what we do here almost every single day. So thank you for making that possible, my brother. Here you go, babe. Thank you. All right, we have a Seaver King. So nice. We have seen him twice. Christian Moore. Brody and his salty walls. Shout out to Johnny Walls. Burke Lee Mabus on the Schmeckel with that glorious hockey mullet. All business in the front, all party in the back. Drew Beam throwing those beams. Dane Perry, another righteous hockey mullet. Brady Emerson with those stunner shades. Trey Yasavage, who is now a Blue Jay. Owen Leroy Jenkins on the Schmeckel. And Chandler Hart, so nice we have seen him twice on the Star Foil. There you go, buddy. Ramsey Rips, welcome back, my man. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Good to see you as always, my dude. Happy Wednesday. All right, we have some brand new top loaders here, courtesy of the beautiful Mrs. Junk Wax. Thank you, my love. And of course, these are brand new top loaders for you, buddy. For those of you that are new here to the family, shameless plug, we do make our own top loaders here. We have 35 point, 55 point, 75 point, 100 point, and 130 point. So you have options. Personally, I think they're the best top loaders in the game, but I am also a little partial. So thank you in advance for going to check those out. All right. Got yourself a whole bunch of cool autographs and relics there, my buddy. Most of these are going to be long-term holds. Thank you again, Toflo. Tony, I see that beautiful heart. Thank you. Derek Soonerbaum, I see that one as well. Thank you, legends. So we have the Jaromalek relic auto to 199. Ethan Petrie on that relic. Tucker Long on the relic, 15U. Mr. Julian Martinez, another long-term hold, 1314U. And Fran Oshel. And I'm shocked that that one's not numbered either. But there you go, my man. I sincerely hope that that is the first of many, many rips that we get to do together there, Toflo. Excellent way to start our happy hump morning. Thank you again, Tony from the island of Flores. I freaking love it. Mitch, over here on the Twitch, he says, you've been a huge help for all the positive vibes and keeping us entertained by everything you do and keeping smiles on our face, bro. So you make a huge difference, even if you don't think you have anything to do with it, as well as you're a beautiful human being and you have a huge heart of giving, Dalen, and keep on sending the love you give every day. Brother, you were hit me in the feels over here, Mitch. Quit it. I'm just kidding. Keep doing it. Flattery will get you everywhere, my friend. That is very kind of you to say, Mitch. All joking aside, my brother, thank you so damn much. Hit me in the feels over here, buddy. I do my damnedest, sir. I do my damnedest. My mission is simple. I'm just trying to put some sunshine into the world, my friend. You know, in the world we live in today, we need all the sunshine we can get, in my humble opinion. All right, legends. I'm refreshing that shop. It does look like we are current up there in the shop, folks. I'm going to call one more last call, and let's go through some Julio cards real quick to finish off the requests that I've had behind the scenes. Oh, Miss Melody. She just hit Mrs. Junkwax with a couple of 100 beautiful Foxy bits. Thank you so much. She said some bits for Mrs. Wax Boss just because. We love you, Melly. Thank you, honey. All right, legends. Let me snag some Julios down from the closet. Let's go through some Julios, shall we? Mr. Piccirilli, hey, have a wonderful noon meeting, my man, and we will see you back here tonight. And looking forward to hopefully meeting you in person here in a couple of weeks, buddy. By the way, Mrs. Junkwax, Mr. Piccirilli said if we want to hold on to his package, he can come pick it up in person on the 26th, 11 days from today. So we could hold all of his stuff. Mr. Piccirilli, are you driving, if I may ask? Here in Austin? Good morning, Senor Alfaro. Welcome back, my brother. Good morning, Dutchie. I hope you have a great day as well, my good man. Thank you for the positivity. You are driving, Mr. Piccirilli. Excellent. So if you want, bro, we'll just save everything. We'll save everything for you. And then you can come and pick it up and we'll let you drive home with it. That would be magnificent. I like it. And excited to meet you, bud, for the first time. First of many, I hope. All right, legends, let me grab a Julio binder and I'll be right back. We'll do some slabs too. Oh, my Lanta, I have a lot of Julio. Goodness gracious. Bobby Viles, my man. Beautiful reference. Thank you. I see you, Jason Russell. How dare you, sir? I love you, brother. I get it. The Purple Giraffe. Long time no see, my friend. It has been a minute. How are you? Happy Wednesday, brother. Hope you're doing well. We're actually just showing off my Julio PC here in just a moment. Yes, we do, Jay. We got the sound all dialed in now, my brother. Thank you so damn much for bearing with me on that. That was a doozy. Holy cow, there's a lot of cards here. Alrighty, let's go through some slabs first, shall we? And these are some different ones. So I did show off the Julio PC about maybe a couple of months ago. And all the slabs that I showed are back in my display case. I'm going to leave those back there because I think we've seen those a lot. But these ones I haven't showed so often. Purple Giraffe could be better. Your newborn is in NICU going on 2 weeks now, but glad to be back. I am so sorry to hear that, my friend. And I hope the little one gets better ASAP. I had one in the NICU myself. So you have all the empathy, brother. But I'm glad to see you this morning, my friend. Thank you for joining us again. All right, we have the Julio and the BGS 9.5 renowned rookies from 2022 Bowman Platinum. Ooh, little Michael Jordan in there. Julio on the Purple Rainbow rookie relic. And I think that one's to 25. Correct. Mega Box Julio. PSA 9. PSA 9 on the 75th anniversary rookie. And an FCG 10 on the Silver Pack Julio. Isn't that a beautiful slab? Gosh, I love that one. And I love me some FCG. So, folks, this is the other grading house that we submit to. Forensic Card Grading. They're right here in South Lake, Texas, just a couple hours up the road. I see you, Jeff Rowe. I like where your head's at. So this one, I think I'm actually going to crack out of this slab and submit it because it looks pretty nicely centered. I would love to get a PSA 10 of that card. That is a 1990 Bowman throwback design. Beautiful. Here's a home field advantage, BGS 8. This is a Quantum Super Short Print. Came back a 9 on the Optic rated rookie. Pulled that one myself. Father's Day PSA 10 rookie. PSA 9 on the Topps Update rookie. How about the gold numbered to 50 on the Topps Black and White? And that came back in FCG 9 as well. The surface took that one down. Could have been a perfect card if not for that surface. Ouch, kabibbles. CKD, welcome back, my brother. Good to see you again. Another OG of the family. Aw, thank you for the kind words about my Mariners, brother. I appreciate that. They're playing pretty well. You're right. Some more FCG. 2022 Topps Bobby Witt Jr. Crown Collection. FCG 10. How about the Schmeckel Icy Foil Julio from 2022 Bowman Platinum. Numbered to 99. There is that 75th anniversary one more time. So we actually have a couple of those. 9 and 9.5 on those. How about the 2022 Bowman Julio Shimmer? Came back a 9. There's your 582 Montgomery Club rookie. And there's the Bowman Chrome. 9.5 on that one. Ooh, there's a neat card I get to show you in here, folks, and it's not a Julio. How about a 2019 Bowman CSG 9? The 582 Montgomery Club PSA 10 Julio a rookie. How about a Ken Griffey Jr. PSA 7 on the Upper Deck Collector's Choice? This is from the National last year. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Who is that? It's a lady, Mrs. Junkwax. And Mr. Junkwax. Kind of cool, right? So check this out, folks. This is a legit 1957 Three Stooges. 1959, excuse me. 59. Norman Maurer Productions. That's pretty cool. One of the oldest cards I have. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite cards, ladies and gentlemen. This one will be in my PC until they have to pry it out of my cold, dead fingers. That is a 2022 Topps Chrome Black Gold Refractor Rookie to 50. Thank you so much, Mr. Esposito. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. Mr. Russell says, it was snowing here yesterday in Canada, and I walked outside and said, holy shiitake mushrooms. My youngest said, you watch too much junk wax. My man, I love it. Shout out to the little Russells. Thank you so much, CKD. I appreciate you saying that, brother. Snap, crackle, and pop. How dare you, sir? I'm just kidding. But beautiful card, right? God, I love that card so much. We have a little Russell Wilson in there. PSA 9 rookie. Bo Jackson, PSA 10 and the 1990 highlight. Julio Rodriguez. Shout out to my buddy Bree B. This was a gift from one of my dear friends, PSA 10. That one we pulled ourselves. That came from the Garbage Pail Kids packs. That one came back an 8 because it is off center top to bottom a little bit. But that will be in my PC forever, so I didn't care what the grade was. Throwback Thursday, PSA 9. This is an image variation. Short print Julio on the sophomore stalwarts. Topps Finest. Gem Mint 10 on that Julio Rodriguez. Beautiful. There's your PSA 10 Topps Heritage Julio rookie. And a team logo patch PSA 9. We are almost there, folks. There's so many Julios. PSA 9 on the red Inception Julio. Xavier Worthy on the PSA 9 rookie auto. These are actually a gift for my son. Xavier Worthy on the Pandora. Habib Nurmagomedov. And that one is to 99 on the purple laser. That one might come out on eBay. We shall see. How about the Riding Low green refractor? I also have the gold refractor in a PSA 10. I would love someday to collect the rainbow of that one. How about the Big Apple refractor? Super short print. Topps Chrome, PSA 9. Julio on the Cherry Blossom from 2022 Topps Japan Edition, PSA 9. That is the Topps Chrome Cosmic Julio SP. That is a unbelievably tough pull. FGC 9.5 on the Marquee Julio rookie. And a 2022 1978 Topps Design Variation Julio Rodriguez rookie. Nice, right? And Morgie, the Bowman Sapphire is up there in the holders up here, buddy. That one's a special one. So check this out, my friends. Nobody has seen these yet. At least not in this order. So these are cards that I have not had a chance yet to put into binders or have graded. Check that one out, folks. 2019 Leaf Metal Julio Auto. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Senor Ortiz. And that is second on print to 15. Julio on the X-Fractor. Topps Finest. A lot of you saw that when I bought this one for myself a couple of weeks ago. That is a game-used patch. They all just slipped out of my hands. That's awesome. I wish I could say that was on purpose. It was not. Let's try that one more time. Goodness gracious, they're all PSA 4s now. I'm kidding, they're all top loaded. Okie dokie. We have the Cactus League in there. Little Stadium Club, Trident Julio. One of my favorites, that 2022 Platinum Anniversary. Absolutely, Morgie, I love you right back, legend. That's right, Mikey Koba. Stars of the MLB Julio. Black Gold Julio. Topps Chrome X-Fractor Julio. Check this out, legends. This is a new one. Bob Ross. Numbered to 75 on the easel parallel. Love that one. Stars Julio. Check this out, legends. Oh, we got to fix some TikTok. There we go. That's better. So this one was a gift, and that is a team logo refractor variation. Isn't that amazing? I believe that was Mr. Mean Brad Greeny that gifted that one to me, and that will be in my PC forever. Love that one so damn much. This one we pulled from a Julio box. That is the J-Rod stamped. Let Him Cook, numbered to 75. There's your design variation again that was slabbed up. There's your rookie MLB debut. Another one of those. 2024 Heritage Julio. Topps Heritage Julio. New Age Performers Julio. Little red foil. Numbered to 25. from Topps Finest. Beautiful. There you go, Morgie. Excited for you to turn in some ancestry. I did the same thing. Maybe we find out we're related. Julio the Bowman Platinum. Blueprints Julio. Game Within a Game Julio. I have that one slabbed up as well. There's that Platinum Anniversary Julio. So I have said it before, my dear friends, and I will say it again. Someday, when I'm able to buy cards again for myself consistently, this is a rainbow that I would love to put together. Love that 2022 Platinum Anniversary. Check out the heavy lumber. Super short print Julio. Gorgeous. All etch Julio. 2024 Topps Chrome Julio. Game used double relic Julio. Autograph Julio. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. This was a gift from Bubba. Topps Chrome Black Julio. Pink Fireworks. Rated Prospect Julio. Isn't that beautiful? Shout out to Mikey Kobaugh. Number to 18 from Topps Triple Threads. 7th on print to 18. Beautiful. Thank you again, Mikey Kobaugh. And Mikey Kobaugh says, did you end up sending off that green multi-patch? Actually, no, I did not, my man. It's right here. I haven't had time to submit any of my own cards yet. Good question, though. Another Topps Julio. Another Bowman Chrome, or Bowman Julio. We have an Inception Julio in there. Thank you, Alan White. We have the Topps Japan Julio in there. Another beautiful Julio. Topps Finest Julio. Another Topps Finest Julio. And the Inception Julio. So much Julio. Lucy, chill out. Woo! Lots of Julios, yeah? And folks, we haven't even got into the binder yet. Todd O'Hara, that was you that sent those. That's right, brother. Thank you so damn much. I remember. All right. And obviously, Todd O'Hara, cannot thank you enough, especially that heavy lumber. All right. So this is our binder of Julio. So these are in somewhat chronological order. 2019. There's some more Game Within a Game rookie in there. There's that 1990 Bowman throwback. Freddie, good morning. Oh, the team logo card. Thank you, Todd O'Hara. You are correct. You're exactly right. That came in the lot that you sent me, my brother, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you to the Todd father. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good morning, legend. So there's a number to 150 Julio up there. That is a camo parallel. That is the Invicta parallel from Bowman. These are all Throwback Thursday. I've said it before, my dear friends. I love some Throwback Thursday. There you go. That's right, Morgie. I agree, Jeffro. Shout out to Lucy. So, folks, I have said it before. I love the Throwback Thursdays. Aren't those neat? 1992 RoboCop. 582 Montgomery Club. Another 582. That is a hockey design. I think it's from the 60s. That's another hockey one up there. Here's our Topps Fire from 2022. There's some Donruss down here as well. Rated Prospects. That one is numbered to 99. That one is numbered to 250. Some more Julio rookies. Museum Collection. Marquise. Black Gold. There's your Topps Update and Topps Update Chrome. Allen and Ginter. The Allen and Ginter X, Chrome and regular. The base paper. Here's some Topps Holiday. We also have some Topps Japan and Topps UK in there. Absolutely right, Macho Danny Savage. This is an excellent way to see us out this morning. So the reason we're doing this, folks, is because I have received several requests behind the scenes to show off my PC. Happy to do it. We don't get a whole lot of time to be able to do it, so happy to be able to do it now. Sean, welcome back, brother. Afternoon to you, good buddy. So that is a Julio super short print with the Santa hat. Holiday necklace. Holiday sleeve. Base. 2 player-worn memorabilia relics. Here's your Topps Heritage rookies. This is the redemption when I pulled. Actually, I'll show you. This redemption right here was for this card right here. Isn't that cool? About dropped my sandwich when I pulled that one, my friends. That was incredible. Modern Artist Julio, that one's numbered to 250. That is the base version. Some more Bowman Platinum. There is some Topps Chrome Ben Baller. That is a die cut. Love that one. Some Bowman's Best 2022 that we actually just opened a box of. There's our UFO Julios. As you see, I have a couple. Good morning, Torny Hernandez. How is another OG of the family? It is great to see you this morning, my brother. Hope you're having a great one. Here's a little SP from Big League Baseball. All of our Panini Chronicles. Julios. There's your Stadium Club Chrome. Beam Teams. Stadium Club Chrome Rookie. Twice. And ladies and gentlemen, check this out. That one right there is actually pretty valuable. That is the Stadium Club Super Short Print Rookie. So last I checked, that one's worth about 150, 180 bucks, somewhere in there. Mikey Koboss says you should submit this collection to the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest Julio Rodriguez collection. Believe it or not, bro, there's levels to this game. And there are people out there that have much, much larger Julio collections, believe it or not. This is nothing compared to what some people get or have. There's our Juan Soto collab Julio rookie, 2022 Bowman. There's your Optic. There's your Bobby Witt Crown collection. That is an Expose case hit super short print right down there in the corner. Tough find. Bobby Witt Crown collection. There's our 1952 Naturel. Some Stadium Club base, purple, red. Got a little Bash Brothers down here with Mike Trout, Topps Finest. Here's your Garbage Pail Kids. That is the Series 1. These are the Series 2. That is the No Name SP. Hot Rodriguez, Holland Julio, and the silver parallel down there. There's your Topps Heritage, Obsidian, more Obsidian. Here's another autograph, on card. Snakeskin, Optic Julio. There's your Mosaic. Couple of rookie cups up there. Some Bowman Chrome. Here's your Topps Finest Flashbacks. Some Topps Tribute. The Sophomore Stalwarts. This is the actual base card. You remember there was an image variation SP. Sincerely appreciate that, Sean. Thank you, brother. We will check that right after the show today, good buddy. How about some Topps Chrome Cosmic? Launched into orbit, the Sun, Planetary Pursuit. There's your Stars in the Night SP. Shout out to our buddy Game 7 Prince who made that one. Good morning, Randy. I see you, Snow Rib Snowy. You funny. Check this out, folks. How about an image variation SP Rookie Cup? The Ultraviolet All-Stars. Little negative refractor next to those. Here is your Topps Now. And I have a whole bunch of Julio Topps Now. And these are all the numbered Julio Topps Now. So this one is to 49. Excuse me. That one is to 25. 49, that's the base. That is to 25. That is to 49. That is to 49. And all the base cards of those cards. Some more. Julio and Griffey. Yes, please. Topps Black Gold. There's your Topps J-Rod collection with the Fountain of Youth that Alan White pulled this morning, that Bobby Witt Jr. This is 1992 RoboCop. And this is the... There's the base and the image variation. And I got to be honest, I forget which is which. But one of these is an image variation, one of them is the base. 1992 RoboCop. How about some Panini Capstone? You have the base, blue, red, and gold. It's got the whole rainbow of those. Little New Age. I actually have one of these numbered to 25. I've told you before, I'm trying to collect the rainbow of 2022 Prizm Julios, and I've only got a couple of them. Still a long way to go. That is a case hit Julio right there. All the relics from the Topps J-Rod collection. Little black label. There's your Prospects, Prizm and Not. There's your Bob Ross up there in the top right. Here's our minis. Got a little mini page in there. Looking to fill up some more of those. Some pristine Some Topps Heritage. You got the flagship collection, more black and white. Here's our Inception. Here's the WBC. Here's another Topps Holiday. Here are two player-worn memorabilias from 2023 Topps Holiday. Now we're into 2024. There is the Triumvirates with Ichiro, Ken Griffey Jr., and Julio. Those all fit together like a puzzle. Launched into orbit from Topps Chrome Cosmic. The WBC from the DR. That 1992 Bowman Chrome throwback. Love that one. Here's your regular, and there's the Hot Box Parallel. 2023 Allen and Ginter. Hot Box Parallel, both of these. Those are both the base. There's your Topps Japan Cherry Blossom Rookie Cup Julio. That is an image variation SP right there. Middle right. Love that one. That one was actually tough to find. That die cut down there, that Bowman Best. Love that one as well. Here's some Topps Finest. Got an All-Star Game Julio up there. There's your 2024 Topps Spotlight. 2024 Heritage with the Naturel. ET from Cosmic. Stars in the Night parallel in there also. The Let Him Cook base. There's your Frosty the Snowman hat SP. And that is the Julios. And now we're into some Harry Ford. Check that out, folks. Is that or is that not a beautiful, beautiful thing? That is all Harry Ford. I'm trying to get the rainbow of all of them, and I'm getting pretty damn close. Oh, there you go, Randy. You are definitely not the only one that keeps your PC in a binder. Victor Lopez, do I have a Julio Rodriguez bobblehead? I have a few of them. Yes, sir. They're actually just back here in that case right there. Gotta love some Harry Ford. Some more Harry Ford. Would love to collect the rainbow of that one too, and I'm getting pretty damn close. Some more Harry Ford. That one is numbered to 50 on the Bowman Chrome. Some more Harry Ford, numbered to 99, Jumbo Relic. There's that Bowman's Best die cut, like I have that Julio. The Essentials, little rainbow down here. One of them is autographed, numbered to 50. Some more Harry Ford. Some more Harry Ford. Another autograph, some Sapphire. If you can't tell, I love me some Harry Ford. Some more Harry Ford. Relics and autographs. Thank you to Brandon Franz, who hooked me up with quite a few of these. Some more Harry Ford in here. I have a lot of Harry Ford autographs. I never realized. Goodness gracious. More Harry Ford autographs. Gosh, I've got to have close to 20 of them. Some more Harry Ford. And some more Harry Ford with more autographs. The Bowman Sterling, one of my favorites. I love that one so damn much. That Leaf Valiant is pretty sick too. So there you go. Jacob, you have the Optic Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1 of Optic of Harry Ford? You'll have to reach out to me behind the scenes there, my man. There you go. Well, Jacob, feel free to hit me up behind the scenes there, my dude. Unfortunately, I'm not really in a place that I can buy cards for myself, but I'd be interested to see what you want for it. All right, legends. Well, there you go, folks. I'm going to refresh that shop one more time, just make sure we're not missing anything. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for hanging out with me for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes of quality family time. I sincerely appreciate that, Mitch. Thank you, brother. I've worked very, very hard on that PC for many, many years. Good morning, Maddie. Great to see you, my brother. I see you. Go Blue Jays. I hope they do win one to extend the series, you know? That would be sick. So, folks, as you know, we do have some juicy breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com today. We do have a full queue. Or excuse me, we do not have anything up there in the queue, so we are solid. So it's time for your boy to go mow on some delicious Red's breakfast burritos. I'm going to crush some. Tony Hernandez says, when's the hair getting chopped? Never, sir. Good question. Muy bien pregunta. So nope, these luscious locks are staying for the long haul, my man. So my point, Tony Hernandez, is I'm going to grow it out so I can donate it. If you've noticed, I haven't colored it or anything, and there's a reason for that. Because I want to donate it to Locks of Love. I see you, Jeffro. Tony Hernandez, wrap it up into some dreads. I did that when I was in my 20s. I don't know if I'll have dreads again, but I like where your head's at. That would be sick. So, ladies and gentlemen, up there at junkwaxvintage.com, we do have that half case break of 2024 Panini prospects. We are down to 6 teams remaining. We have Angels, Braves, Cardinals, Marlins, Rangers, Rays. And there is 60 autographs in that one, my dear friends. That one's going to be a doozy. And the cool thing is that is the first half of that sealed case. So we're going to do 10 boxes, and then we're going to do another 10 boxes. Okay? So if you would like to get into an entire case break of 2024 Panini prospects that will have 120 autographs, feel free to do so. It is up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Mikey Kobaugh says, what would you get if you mixed a goat with human DNA? Good question, my friend. I got no idea. What are you thinking there, Mr. Kobaugh? We also have a WWE break up there. Very nice, Mr. Kobaugh. I like it. I like it. I like where your head's at. Rob Richardson, someone could be getting some one-of-one JWV hair extensions. You're right, my friend. Absolutely right. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a WWE break that has 6 letters remaining. And then we have a 16th round of 2025 Topps Series 2 up there as well. So, any of those breaks that we fill, we will break tonight. And I'm ridiculously excited to do so. Until I see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Rig, how about those Mariners? You're absolutely right. Thank you, Senor Alfaro. Good to see you this morning, Jay. You, sir. So, folks, until I see you later tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, if you could do me a solid, please be good to yourselves today, my dear friends. When you're using that inner monologue, as we all do your damnedest to try to say nice things to yourself. Try to pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down, right? Number 1. Number 2, practice the heck out of that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they make it really difficult to pay forward that golden rule. Hey, I get it. Unfortunately, my friends, this world and this card hobby that we love so much, specifically, is at times chock full of a-holes. I'll tell you what, folks, we're all set in the a-hole department. We don't need any more. We're full. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you incredible human being, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. And lastly, do your absolute best to maintain your attitude of gratitude today, my dear friends. That is my wish for you. I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to have a bad day when you live in gratitude. So, folks, always remember that if you have a roof over your head, if you have a car that runs, if you've got a job, if you've got family that loves you and trusts you, if you've got healthy children, if you've got a card community that cares about you and loves you, if you've got a hobby that you love, if you have any of those things that I just mentioned, you absolutely have a short list of things to be grateful for today, my dear friends. Always remember that there is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people out there today that are truly having a hard time. People that do not have a roof over their head. People that do not have a car. They do not have a job. They do not have family. They do not have support. You know, some of those people are eating dirt and chewing on leather because they don't have food, right? So do your absolute best, my dear friends, to keep that focus on the blessings that have been bestowed upon you instead of being spiteful for the things that you don't have yet. That is my wish for you. So, TLDR, be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. Practice that attitude of gratitude and enjoy your little outro jingle. And I will see you back here tonight, same junk time, same junk channel at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know it there, Mr. Peaks. Mr. Alfaro, you have a wonderful day as well. Thank you for the positivity, buddy. Shout out to Tony, Derek Soonerbaum, Jason Frazier, Buckeye Guy Randy. Shout out to the amazing Randy. Stacy Stumetz. Thank you so damn much for the beautiful TikTok gifts this morning. Shout out to Mr. Peaks, Rashid, Victor Lopez, Johnny Solo, Jay Alfaro, the Purple Giraffe, the Todd Father, Tate Scott, Cody Humphrey, Paul Willis, Big Perm, Mr. Lucas, Christine, Jacob Battaglia, It Ain't Easy Being This, Brandon Creasy, Adrian, and Luke Moyce. Thank you all for hanging out this morning. I love you. Hey, I love you more, Mr. Peaks. Appreciate you, brother. All right, legends. I sincerely hope that my Twitchers over here will be able to hear our outro jingle. I think you will, but let me know if you can't. Love you all so much. Let's bring it back down, shall we? Enjoy that outro jingle, legends. We'll see you in just a little bit. Bye-bye.
Wrapped up the morning, and the legends came through. Ripped those brakes and family rips too. Dalen held it steady and true, and the JWV family shared the view. Mrs. Junkwax sealed the deal, kept it all in line, packing, shipping, running smooth every time. Sawyer's here in Austin, working side by side with the crew behind the scenes, bringing happy pride. Mikey One's been working, innovation on the way. A surprise is coming soon, just a few weeks away. The morning was electric, the laughs ran deep.